Good luck, Syndicate.
Good luck, Syndicate.
Thank you.
We'll be fine.
Here we go. Hi, welcome to the show. Welcome back to Rolling Reckless, the D&D Live Flight podcast. I'm Matt Eads, your DM, joined by Oliver, JR, Kevin, Paula, and Amber. We're going to pick up our campaign. I'm trying to talk around. I'm having to talk around a few things that I almost accidentally just said aloud. But thank you very much for joining us. If you were a part of the DMs Guild, the stream we do on Wednesdays to create these campaigns, we got a very big episode ahead of us, which should be a lot of fun. As always, if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact for the VODs, or no matter how you enjoy it in audio form, like, subscribe, whatever the mode of subscribing is through however you listen. Please do that. Helps the show a lot. And without any further ado, welcome back to Rolling Reckless. Let me hit the music here.
Rolling Reckless.
Should we all put our hands in the middle every time? Roll!
I hit the light.
Or
Did the light hit you?
Syndicate. When last we were gathered, you had just met a group of lycanthropes deep in the Undermountain, once the lair of the Mad Mage, Hallister Blackcloak. And these lichens you learned were created here, apparently. A virulent, weaponized disease created by the master of this place, this Undermountain that you find yourselves delving into. These lichens you learned... oh, pardon me. I just read that. The lycanthropy down here seemed different than the strain that affects Lily. And you learned that the taming, the alchemical process that Lily herself underwent at the behest of Ben, wouldn't work on these creatures. You ventured to nearby labs where you found experiments and attempts at a cure. You fought a creature made from blood, and as it leached the life from you, you trapped it in a bead of force, buying yourself time to prepare, create a plan. Loop, having learned the cure was once in the blood of the long-dead Experiment 9, collected some of the blood from around the room, from this blood elemental that you were engaged with. And as the sphere shattered, the energy dissipating and the creature being unleashed, you threw a vial that you found of a silver nitrate solution, poison to lycanthropes, into this creature, which caused it to bubble and burn, and it changed color and texture. It seemed to have a very obvious effect on it. After the battle, you learned that Xander, the leader of these misshapen creatures, pardon me, you returned to Xander, the leader of these misshapen creatures, where you administered the blood you found. And as you did, they all swore Lily's oath, track the beast, tame the beast, and trust the beast, all chanting in unison. And the cure seemed to work, though, unlike Lily, the cured were unable to change, it seemed, into their beastly forms. And nor did they revert to their long-lost humanoid forms. They seemed to stay these twisted and misshapen creatures. Xander revealed the path forward, a narrow crevice that descended deeper into the heart of the mountain before dropping you onto a staircase. The walls seemed to emanate heat down here, and the air was growing warmer and warmer as you descended. And eventually you found a pit, a molten creature made of liquid rock, trapped inside. You found, in a mostly destroyed room, a shining metal plinth that seemed to fit the piece of winter perfectly, causing wicked spines of ice to manifest and impale this molten giant. And as it struggled, hurling bits of molten rock around the room, the steam created where the ice pierced into its body turned massive turbines above that caused the massive metal door in the room to silently start to slide open. Bryn, you had just ducked into the room, trying to find a way to prop the door open so that you could retrieve the piece of winter. And that is where we will pick up right now. You having just rolled a natural 20, entering the space, looking for something to prop the door open.
weren't you looking for a button?
What were you looking for? I thought it was physically something to like stick in
That was
to like
OJ.
wedge the door open.
OJ was looking for something to wedge the door.
Okay.
And then Amber was looking for something to, like a lever.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Well,
All right.
this room ahead, some of you had kind of looked into, was mostly dark. Bryn, you had just gone to investigate it. If you remember, we are in a round room, massive, this very bright, shining metal door that seemed to slide open almost noiselessly as these turbines above turned. Bits of molten rock you had sort of deduced came from the creature had filled the room with the plinth. Turmeric learned the word plinth. And this creature is struggling. You can hear it struggling against the spires of ice. It had actually broken one of the 3 icicles that had pierced its body. And you can hear it roaring and growling and struggling against this ice, which is where we pick up now. Bryn, with your natural 20 for your investigation check. As you enter this room with your keen elven eyes and Holden's lights drifting ahead of you, appears to be about 60 feet long, about 30 feet wide, the stone ceiling 30 feet above. And the room appears to be empty, save for a matching bright metal door
On the opposite side?
end. Yes.
And sorry, the door that's closing is the one that like just opened, right?
That's correct. With
And now it's closing?
no, nothing is closed. There's a
Okay.
closed door on the far end of the hallway,
Okay.
matching the one that opened, that you
Okay.
had opened.
And that's being held open, by the piece of winter that's on the plinth in the other room?
As far as
Or
You
something
you
has
seem to
activated-
think so.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But with your natural 20, you are, just as the door finishes sliding open, the one above you, as it looking up, you can, again, it's noiseless. You can just hear it, see it, pardon me, come to a stop. The barest, faintest hint of movement you think you detect from that other door on the far side of the room. Maybe as though the two were moving simultaneously. This creature behind you is still actively rowling. You can hear it struggling against these spines of ice, the steam billowing and turning these turbines. You can hear it gently creaking above. What does everybody else think? As Bryn is-
Have I found anything to kind of?
The room appears to be empty. There's no
Shove in there?
furniture. There's no. It's just clear brick floor from what you're able to tell.
And how far is the plinth to the door?
Not far. It's around the kind of round edge beside the pit. To run, you would think maybe 40 or 50 feet to kind of come out of the room, make the circle, and then head to the doorway. Maybe a little less.
It's easy. Related question:
Sure.
how fast did the door go up?
It took about maybe 20 or 25 seconds to slide
Yeah,
open.
that should be enough.
Pretty easy.
Double move.
Or you want me to run
I
for
don't
it?
know if you that's
I'll do it.
feeling fast. I'm feeling fast. I can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're feeling fast.
Someone grab the piece of winter and get back here.
So who's in the room, the circular room with this creature? And who is in the hallway?
I just assume I'm in the hallway. Looking
Yeah,
at
I think
stuff.
we all ducked into the hallway other than Bryn.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Is it still full of steam? Or
The steam is billowing out of this pit, rising in what you kind of gather is almost a chimney.
but the like hallway or the pathway around is
It's hot. It's very hot, and you think if you spend too much time there, you might start to burn. You might start to get scalded.
This guy is getting real agitated.
He
Yeah.
is. And as you say that, you can see a glob, big, like about the size of a loop, a big glob of molten rock that lands and hisses on the side where it starts to cool.
Bren, you're certain you saw that other door
I'm
go
certain.
down?
Yes.
Let's
we,
go.
We need to
I'm gonna do
grab the piece of winter and run.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
All right.
I'm going to cast resistance on you as you go.
Thank you very much.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna take that piece. I'm gonna fucking gather a head of steam, grab the piece, and then already be on my way across.
Sure.
And then fucking slide or dive in that last bit.
Okay. As you're making your way out of the room, give me a dexterity save as you're making your way over, and one of these huge globs of rock is lobbed out of the pit.
You can add a d4 to it if you so choose.
Nice.
Does that use up the guidance?
Yeah.
It's a one.
Yeah,
and
one
okay.
one use.
Is that worth it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 10.
10. Okay.
I thought he was gonna go athletics.
10 is not enough to dodge this very slow. It almost seems to be moving in slow motion, and where it hits the rock, it's like this very slow tidal wave where you're able to back up from it, and it doesn't touch you, but it gets within a couple inches as it starts your boots on fire.
My boots.
For 5 points of fire damage as you quickly stamp out your boots and pants where it got too close. But you are able to dive into that room, making your way through the kind of narrow entrance where molten rock had long ago solidified. Takes you a second to kind of get your fingernails in, and this piece seems to fit very tightly as you pop it out. And as you start running back,
that was just the way there.
That was just the way there.
Okay.
As you start running back, eyes up, looking for these more globs of these molten rocks. None appear to hit or rise out of the pit. And the door is very slowly. Yeah, like as you run in, there's still like 25 feet of gap.
I really wanted that to be cool.
Hurry, you're never gonna make it.
Slide.
Just start moving in slow motion.
And there's actually like 20 or 30 seconds with you all in this hallway just watching the door slowly slide down and hearing this creature rail against its prison. A couple more globs of this molten rock. And
I mean, anyone could have done that had we known. But we didn't know.
And this door slides shut with a very soft as it comes to rest on the stone. And the other door, just as this one, right before it hits the ground, begins to slowly slide open as it noiselessly starts to rise.
So nothing is in this hallway? It's a 30-foot hallway with nothing?
It's a 60-foot hallway with allegedly nothing.
Okay.
The door in front of you is very slowly sliding open. You think in 30 seconds or so it will probably be open all the way.
Any light or anything coming from the room beyond, or is it still dark?
Darkness, just the light that you have about you.
May I approach and slowly?
You may.
Slowly? Can I check and see what I smell in here?
Sure, you're making your way up to the other door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you start to cross this hallway, about halfway across, you think, suddenly this booming voice is echoing around this chamber, almost as though it is behind all of you. And you can hear this, it's almost like a thunderclap where you have to cover your ears, it's so loud. You can hear this voice. It's, "Who dares enter my mountain?" And on the end of mountain, it echoes throughout the chamber as this door still seems to slide open.
I'm gonna yell back. It is I, Aurora Bryn.
A moment passes.
Just listen.
This door slides open. And there is this, you notice at the corners of the room, this sparking as this sheet of flame suddenly seems to cover the floor as it fills the chamber. It doesn't seem to burn any of you.
Okay.
As it covers the entire floor, you can look around and see it just flickering for a moment before it coalesces into this almost a tornado of flame in the center of the chamber ahead of you, Lily, who is the farthest up. And as it dissipates, you can see a man, fairly thin. He's got short black hair, very sharp, angular goatee. He's leaning on a white, round staff, just a cylinder of white wood. You can see soft gold runes seem to be almost shifting on it. And he kind of takes you in, Lily, as you approach, and looks past to see all of you. And he locks eyes with you, Bryn. And he goes, "Aurora Bryn, you are not welcome here." And he looks around at all of you again. "Leave where you are still able." And the door has opened at this point behind him.
We're here looking for a friend. Have you seen Nyx around?
The scowl doesn't really shift on his face. He goes, "You were warned." And with this gout of flame, again, disappears.
It's like a mirage of a person? Or like a... Can I tell if it's magic? It seems magic?
You can roll an Arcana check.
24.
24. You would guess that the mechanisms by which this person... Was this a natural 20?
No.
You would guess the mechanisms by which this person appeared were magic. You've never seen a teleport quite like that, but...
So he
But it's
just
not a physical being.
he just left. All the fire's gone.
Yeah. A big column of flame reformed, and when it dissipated, he seemed to be gone.
I'm gonna look back at the group. Well, that was weird. Just keep moving forward.
I mean, I think that was a general warning.
Yeah, it probably wasn't
It wasn't meant for us.
directed directly at us.
Exactly.
Just-
Yeah, he said just you weren't welcome.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Doesn't mean we're not all welcome.
yeah. I'm sure it's fine.
Really, there's no other way back. So
Yeah.
if
It's
he
only
really
one
wanted
direction.
us to leave, he would have opened that door for us.
Well, that's
Exactly.
That's true, yeah.
it's all a test.
Yeah, it's just to frighten you.
All a test.
It'll be fine.
I'm not
Seeing if
scared.
we're
Are you
committed
scared?
enough. Yeah.
I'll cast resistance on myself.
Sure.
No, I'm not scared.
I think it's okay.
All right, Lil, any sniffy, hairy, hairy?
Oh yeah.
Sniffy, stiffy, here.
Oh yeah,
Looky,
you have
looky.
this.
15.
15. You can smell. It smells like oil, almost like you've smelled in blacksmiths or leather workers before. You can smell burning metal and the smells of industry. That's about it.
Okay.
I mean, there's a fire in here.
Yeah, you just lit up.
Yeah, just put a little oil on the ground. Shh. It's like magic.
Lead on.
Onward ho!
Yeah, lead on.
As you continue, Bryn, you can hear. You get the sense that maybe you're the only one who can, as nobody else seems to react. But this voice again, sounding like it's right behind you, says, "You smell of death, little one."
I'm gonna look at the group and be like, anyone else hear that?
Your ambition does you credit, but it will be your undoing.
No one else hearing that?
I mean, Turmeric's
seem to.
stomach's growling. I think he might be hungry, but that's all I hear.
I think this Hallister guy really doesn't like me because I'm hearing voices right now.
It's alright, I hear voices all the time.
Still talking to you?
Yeah, he's giving me more warnings that I probably shouldn't keep going. But
Just you?
it sounds like it because apparently no one else is hearing anything. No?
Well, if he really doesn't want you here, tell him to open that door. Otherwise, we only
Do
have
we
one
want to
way.
go out that door though? I don't want to go.
The thing is otherwise we only have one way to go.
Well, I don't want to be left in that room with that
We're not
creature.
gonna leave you.
You can hear it again, Bryn. Do the others know where you've been, I wonder?
What do you mean where I've been? Where have I been?
Are you talking to yourself?
Oh yeah, I forgot you
We
guys
were in
get
Baldur's
here.
Gate
You've
for
been
a
with us.
while. We've been all over the place.
What do you mean?
We've been together this whole time.
Hold on, guys. I'm having a one-on-one here with another voice.
I think we've been down here too long.
Magic
It's been
stuff.
a long time. Ages
Starting to
even.
lose her mind.
No, you guys, magic. It's just like that. You don't have to understand it, but we're getting somewhere. No answer?
Can you ask him about Nyx again?
Maybe describe next to him.
Are you I'm not planning on staying. I'm just hoping to find our friend. Can you maybe guide us so we can be in and out of your mountain really quickly?
What'd he say?
Nothing.
Should have said
Well-
please.
My bad.
Polite, it is his mountain.
That's true. I'll remember that for next time. Well, let's move along. If I just am talking to myself, just ignore.
No comment.
Let's just keep going. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's head into this next room.
Sure. As the lights drift ahead of you, and the torches are held up, you can see a shining metal floor and metal walls now stretch out before you. The ceiling, somewhere high above, seems to be made of the same metal, or just reflecting back from every surface you seem to look at. You can see a large, rectangular square room. A large staircase on the far end seems to lead to an upper level. You can see what looks like a banister or maybe some kind of a catwalk above. And as the lights drift further into the room, it's about 80 feet long, you can see these 8 very large, humanoid, vaguely humanoid, very, very squat, no necks, the limbs far too thick to be anything you've seen before. But there are 4 of these sentinels, these statues, that seem to be lined up on either side of the room, flanking this very large staircase. You can also see, just off to the left side of the stairs, a bundle of something, cloth. It sticks out as the only thing out of place in this room. Whereas the rest of the Undermountain has been destroyed and kind of collapsed and caved in over the years. This place seems to be immaculate.
Do the statues look like Alistair or like any other?
They don't look like a human per
Okay.
se. They're very like no necks, very very like wide and long arms,
Okay.
humanoid, almost like the statue that you saw
At the top.
Yes.
Oh, just like that statue at the top.
Yeah.
And yeah, we don't
I
recognize.
feel
that
like
stuff.
we should be weary of these statues.
You got some time to cast a little detect magic? Little see what's up?
Yeah, I totally do.
So it's just a big room, staircase up top.
Yep. Shining metal floor. These 8, whatever they are, standing stock still to either side of the room.
Are they just upright?
Yep.
If you guys want to hang out for 10 minutes,
Sure.
Yeah, let's go check out that that little bundle of what is it? Cloth?
You know, from where you are, it appears to be.
I'm gonna attempt to cast detect magic.
Sure.
Going up to that bundle.
Maybe let's just wait
Sure.
till we get the all clear.
Yeah.
I mean, we are in a wizard's laboratory of sorts. There's thunder waves waiting under every nook and cranny.
I hope not.
So as 10 minutes pass, all of you kind of keeping back to one side of the room. Bryn, as you finish casting Detect Magic, the glows that you would expect about your people, your items and everything, as you would expect. The staff has a very bright glow attached to it, whatever it is, seems to be quite powerful. Your staff, that is the tree staff.
My tree staff.
And you can sense this, much like when Luke was using Detect Magic upstairs. There's no acute point of magic, but this general pall of magic, this fog almost hangs over everything.
So like the whole room is sort of lit up.
Yeah,
to
the very air itself, almost as though the materials this place is built from may contain some spell or enchantment. And you've noticed the similar, as you're kind of describing what you see to the other party members, it does seem very similar to what you were detecting upstairs and have been detecting throughout this place.
I don't know if this spell is really going to help us. I feel like Alistair created everything magical, so I think we're kind of going in blind a little bit, but
Magic everywhere.
yeah.
This mountain. Easier when we were fighting bandits. They were dumb. Never using magic.
Well, I mean,
agreed.
we're here for a pretty hefty reward, so
Yeah.
we knew it wasn't going to be easy.
I'm gonna take out just a gold coin and just flick it onto the floor, like 5-6 feet in front of me.
Sure. Ting, 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 ting. lands on the ground.
I'm gonna get Wolf to poof and grab it.
Oh, you fucking... Sure, yeah. As he rolls off, it puts a paw on the coin and then blinks back with the coin, and it just falls into your hand.
Put it in my pocket.
You know, I was gonna go pick that up.
Pick what up?
This doesn't know what you're talking about.
Bryn, you didn't notice anything coming off that pile of something or other?
No, I think everything in here is fairly magical.
Okay, well, let's
The
go.
whole essence.
What do you need?
33
Let's go and look.
I mean, yeah.
You want to investigate this cloth bundle?
I'm gonna go check out some of the statues while they're looking at that.
Sure. Sure.
Sure.
Turmeric, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go with them to check the cloth.
Okay, Lily, what are you doing?
I'll stick with Loop by the statues.
Okay, you two are going to examine the statues.
Yep.
3 of you are going to see what this bundle is. Okay. Who's approaching the bundle?
I will.
Sure.
No one
As you
responds.
start to walk up to it, it very much has the dimensions of a body. And as you draw closer, it seems pretty obvious that this is, or was, a person. You can't see the face or really any features, any skin or anything. It's covered by a tattered and burned cloak. And that is what you see. This figure is kind of, imagine lying on their side, face kind of facing down.
Guys, it's just a body.
Bryn, go do your thing.
I will investigate. Is it wrapped in, mummified, sort of?
No, it appears to just, maybe it was an adventurer once or something.
Okay,
But just
I
the way
will-
it is lying, you are not able to see who it is.
I will
Can I roll?
investigate.
You want me to roll him over?
Yes.
I'll roll him over with my foot.
Sure. As you do roll this body over, Turmeric and Bryn, you can feel a pit form in your stomach as you recognize this face. A face that you've become very familiar with over the last weeks
My
from the
face?
sketch that you were given by the highwayman
Oh, shit.
No.
as Nyx is dead in front of you.
Oh,
Burns cover most of her body. You can see what look like stab or weapon marks on the torso and chest. A little bit of blood, maybe not as much as you might expect, but without a doubt, Nyx is dead.
Lily, Loop, we found what we've been looking for.
Oh, sweet. Well, let's take her and get out of here.
She's awfully dead.
Oh.
Is it dead or alive? Was there that?
I guess it depends.
Make a
I think the
difference?
highwayman wanted her alive, but I think our buddy down in Baldur's Gate. No, he wanted her alive too.
Shit.
Can I investigate the body to see anything in the pockets, any kind of, or maybe how she was killed? I know you said burn marks.
Yeah, roll investigation check.
15.
15. You find a few daggers. They appear to just be regular daggers. You find a hand crossbow that seems to have the string burned through. Burnt bits of leather armor. You do find a few coins in the pocket. You find 58 gold worth of coins as you search through various pockets and things.
I'll take that.
And as to how they were likely killed, there are a number of wounds. You see cuts on the arms. You see what look like stabs in the chest and the back. Burns cover much of the body and clothing. You can't say exactly what happened, but
should we take the body with us?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we
yeah.
probably should. I mean, she's the one we were sent into
Yeah.
the mountain to find, so
This is super unfortunate.
Fuck, what a god damn.
I'll pick up the body.
sure. As you go to
Throw
grab
it
it, you
on
can
my
all hear the
shoulder.
voice this time. And as you turn and look, you can see this individual standing again, leaning on their staff with both hands. She was an ignorant and petulant child who got what was coming to her. As he vanishes again in this very tall gout of flame.
And that's the rudest guy I've ever met.
that
Yeah,
who you've
aren't
been
they
talking to?
family?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're family, aren't they?
This,
Nix and this guy.
I don't think
No,
so.
I think that was
Oh.
Pen.
Yeah.
Pen?
Yeah.
I'm going to ready my sling
Sure.
for the next time I see this thing.
Sure.
Okay, that's the
As
guy you've
Luke
been
puts the
talking to?
rock in his sling and just starts like, just wound up.
No, just do this for fun now. Nothing to see here.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same voice, so most likely, yes, that'd be who I'd be talking to.
And that's who you think is Hallister Blackcloak?
I mean, he didn't answer, but I think so. Makes sense. I mean, he said it was his mountain.
Right.
Was he wearing black?
Flashes in and out. Sometimes it's just
Yeah,
the
it's-
rifts that I see.
Red. Or maybe that was just the flames.
Where did
I
you get the name
don't-
Black Cloak from?
Maybe it's one of those ironic names.
Ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we should take.
Fucking
How do we get out of here?
I don't know.
I know. There was
Anything
no other doors.
Interesting about these statues?
Roll me a investigation check.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and I will guidance myself.
Sure.
Don't laugh. I haven't said the total yet. 6.
6. They appear to be hollow, made of metal plating that overlaps as you think on them. That's about all you can really glean. You've seen these creatures before. These are warforged, like you've seen on the docks of Baldur's Gate, moving packages and building things. These are these strange metal creatures that these ones appear to be inactive. As you dunk dunk dunk, they don't react.
And they're all, you said they're hollow?
They seem to be, yeah. Just as you bang on them, it's like an empty suit of armor.
Can I try to, like, pry open one of the... I assume... I have no idea how they're built together, but, like, pop a dagger into the
overlapping
seams of
plates, almost like
something and
almost
just
like chainmail, like big
just
kinds
kind
of chainmail. You can try. What are you using to pry it open?
just a dagger.
Give me a strength check.
Would you like some help?
With guidance. It's probably not something I can. I mean, it's just a dagger. It's not really. Can't really get a lot of leverage on it with just 2 of us. 12.
12.
Seems about right.
As you're prying the tip, you do manage to get hooked in there. As you're prying, the tip of the dagger breaks off,
Bryn, I broke your knife.
and these plates do not seem to move.
I just look at Loop and I'm just sighing.
How many of these statues are there?
There are 8, 4 on each side of the room.
Is there any that are... Looks like they've been opened?
No, as you go around and dunk 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 bang on them, they all seem like they've been here for a fair amount of time. There's a very thin coating of dust on them, but they all seem identical, and none of them react as you knock on them.
Is there any like writing on them?
Not
that I can
no
see?
obvious, not that you've seen, not that Loop has seen in his examination.
I was very thorough.
Can I do an investigation to see if there's like a on button
Sure.
or
I
any?
just said he was thorough.
Oh, he was. Oh,
I'm
okay.
this is just commentary. Just do your thing.
Did he look for an on button?
He said he was
I mean,
thorough.
I couldn't really check the tops of them, so maybe there's an on button right at the top.
19.
19. There appears to be no on button. As you're searching the area that he couldn't reach up on the shoulders, there's a minute where Bryn reaches back and is like, "Oh, I found it!" No, just kidding.
No, an on button.
Can you contact your dude and be like, we found what we're looking for, so we'll just be moseying on? Just so that he knows.
I can
and
say it
not
out loud, but
throw
there,
shit at us.
it's not like a spell or anything. But
I don't know how magic works.
no, I'm pretty sure you use a little bit of magic.
Whatever happens with the shield, it happens. Thunder wave.
Okay. I'll.
As the little crackles of light spark on the shield, like whoa, easy.
I guess I'll just yell out loud. Halster, we're leaving. taking the body with us so that this isn't an inconvenience for you. It'd be great if you could open the door so we can...
There's an upstairs. Like,
Oh, was there an upstairs?
Yeah, there's a staircase that leads upstairs.
yeah, see, we're
You
already,
can make a persuasion check. Roll persuasion check.
I'm gonna try it.
we're already going.
I'm gonna try anyways.
Yeah.
Persuasion. Where's my persuasion? Okay. 17?
Nice.
17. Bryn, only you hear this response.
Oh, of course.
Child of death, why have you come to steal my secrets?
I will respond. No, as I mentioned before, just here for my friend who clearly was unable or unsuccessful at whatever task she was doing. I would never assume that I would be appropriate for your powerful magic.
Your humility does you credit. That's all you guys.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys can't hear.
Yeah, nowhere else to go.
I guess we have to
Again.
go up.
We're headed the right direction and going upstairs.
All right, then let's do this.
All right, fearless leader, lead the way.
I'm not the one with the senses. Lily, you lead the way.
Are you guys like these statues? You guys don't think these statues are going to come to life? I kind of think these statues are going to come to life.
I mean, I do.
I
yeah.
100% think these are coming to life.
That's
Who
why we
has
should go up.
that orb?
Uh,
I actually
Oh.
didn't think.
how many statues are there? You said there's 8?
8.
Can
Should we tie them up?
like,
I'm gonna tie up the statues with my 70
What
feet
if
of rope.
we?
Yeah,
At
let's.
the
I was thinking the exact same thing. Let's tie their feet.
Sure.
I was also thinking, what if we put them together and put like a force bead on them? Just stuck in the corner.
We could just pick them up and bring them all to the center of the room and just tie them all together.
Okay.
Can you pick them up? Give it a try.
Heavy?
Aren't they made of metal? Wouldn't they be strong?
Yeah,
Can I
maybe.
try lifting one?
Yeah, sure. Give me a strength check.
Oh yeah. Ah, strength. Uh, 14.
14. As you grab around the waist of one and try to heave it up, they seem stuck to the ground.
Let's tie up the legs.
I was
Everything okay with
pretty
your nose?
I was trying to lift one of the statues and it just was hard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna have like a 5-second pause, just gout of drink out nose, like right in the middle of the table.
I don't know. I feel like
Well,
they're gonna be stronger than rope.
If you can't lift it, then it's probably not coming
Well,
off these little.
Are you trying to call me weak?
Nobody's calling you weak. You
I
tried
mean,
your hardest.
if you
I
couldn't,
can lift it.
couldn't
I
lift
just don't want to lift it right now.
It's okay. It's no
fine.
problem.
It looks heavy.
Do you need some help? I can
I
help
don't need
you.
to show my strength to you guys.
You can grab one leg. I'll grab the other leg.
Luke can help you.
All right, let's try it.
The strongest guy and the smallest guy. You're gonna-
Sure. Yeah, you can roll again with Luke helping with advantage if you want.
There you go.
As Luke can barely get his arms around a leg and like just dismantle some weak fingers.
13.
Advantage.
You do have advantage, yeah. Luke is helping.
Yeah, 13.
Seems stuck to the ground.
Whew, well, if these things can't buckle under both of our combined strength, then
Yeah. I really thought you guys were gonna get it.
I feel like.
Up the stairs now.
I mean, they're totally gonna come to life.
While they were doing that, I'm gonna take my 50 feet of rope and just tie around as many as I can. I don't know how far
Sure.
apart they're spaced.
Who has the mechanical
You
orb?
can probably tie up.
I do.
Maybe like you can probably have 5 of them, like 10 feet to get around. These pretty wide.
Maybe
As
use
many
it-
as I can. I'm
use
gonna
it
try to just tie
on the
them all
statues.
together.
Should
Activate
I tie them together?
Like
Yeah,
tie
maybe
like
you can control.
yeah, I guess like their feet or their
Okay.
waist
Yeah, you can
or like
wrap up. I'd say probably 5 of them with 50
Okay.
feet of rope. And Turmeric said he was tying the others, so you're able to tie loops of rope around these
nice.
the feet of these statues are about shoulder length apart, like shoulder width apart, as they
Yeah.
just kind of stand there, hands at their side.
When they come to life, they're gonna have a lot of fun trying to move around.
So, under advisement from my council, my shirtless council, I have decided to see if I can use the mechanical orb to like
Control them.
activate them in any way. I'm just basically gonna hold it so that the open spot is facing out, and then I'm just gonna touch them to one of the statues.
Sure. Roll me an Arcana check.
Neat.
11.
Nothing appears to happen.
That's a good thought, though. Good job.
Great idea.
We need to
I-
start,
Something's
just
gonna
like
happen.
bumping these
touching
magical
things?
items into just things, right?
Maybe try your.
Yeah,
oh, you're
piece-
not attuned to it yet.
Piece of winter on it.
Yeah, sure. As you a little bit of frost spreads, and then as you take the piece away, it recedes.
I'll put my.
You are now attuned to the piece of winter?
No, this is the first time I ever used it.
Okay.
I just grabbed it.
Okay. As you touch it, you can feel there's a few. Usually it's an hour, but there's a few minutes where you. It's very hard to describe. You after spending a few minutes holding it, you sort of have a sense of how to activate it, how it works, as you attune to it, and as you touch it to the statue, a little bit of frost spreads, and then as you take it away, it seems to recede.
It's kind of neat.
You can open doors.
It's handy.
Maybe I can make a canoe next time we're in the water.
You are now tuned to the piece of winter,
Excellent.
as well as your shield, which you were always attuned to. But
many
if we're
things
keeping
can we-
track,
Be attuned to.
which we have to in 5e,
3.
You can only be attuned to 3 things.
that's right, and you are now attuned to 2.
Does she lose her attunement?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't feel it.
You are attuned to your staff and cards.
Oh, and the staff.
Yes. Almost
wow.
all magical items you have to
Oh.
attune to use.
Well, that sucks because then. Yeah, okay, that's a good thing I gave that away then.
Are you tuned
I
to
have to-
anything there, Toomey?
I'm attuned to a wolf.
Who's actually getting pretty big at
Makes
this point. It says as he has been blinking onto your shoulder, he's almost too big now, and there's sometimes where he kind of falls off one side, where he's no longer this little kitten. He's actually pretty big. He's the size of a small dog now.
What does he look like now?
Can I carry him with his front legs on this
Yeah.
side and back legs on here,
Yeah.
like kind of like a scarf?
Yeah. Wolf looks like a mundane cat, more or less, but he has this very dark velvet blue fur. And the ears are pointed and tufted like a lynx almost. The face is a little bit longer, a little more canine almost.
Okay. Neat. I always
It's
thought,
like a big lynx or a little lynx or a big ocelot, if you will.
I always thought he was like white for some reason.
Or a small
I thought it was-
ocelot?
Or a small ocelot.
Okay.
The
All right,
stairs.
let's head up the stairs.
Yeah, okay. Lily, you lead the way.
I'm leading.
Resistance.
Cheers out.
Okay. Lube resistance is himself.
Cautiously.
Sure. Lily, as you, it is this like sweeping round staircase, very very elegant, curved railings on the side, and as you put your foot on the first step and lift yourself up, there's a little creak as it, but nothing seems to happen as you slowly and carefully put your foot on the next step. And keep going slowly, step by step. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
As you're 4 steps from the top, you bring your foot down. This step gives a very audible creak as you hear it. Seems to,
Do I hear the?
yeah. Seems
Okay,
to
I'm
settle
gonna
into position as
Not
you.
move my foot.
Okay.
It's staying down. Guys,
Can I
What's up?
get Wolf to replace her body weight on that step?
You would guess Wolf weighs less than
Less than Lily.
Lily. Probably Wolf is probably only maybe 20 or 25 pounds. Big, but not huge yet.
Can I do a quick scan around for like any trap that is like set?
Sure.
What is that? Investigation?
Yeah.
17.
From where you're at the bottom of the stairs, as you kind of look around, you don't see any obvious, no nozzles for gas to come out, or nothing obvious that would indicate a trap.
No big swinging spiky club.
Well, now that you mention, no. Log tied by 2 ropes.
No paint
Is there,
cans.
Yeah.
Any like boulders, rocks?
That's what I was
scrap?
thinking.
No, the ceiling is
Everything-
the same shining metal that the floor walls.
There's nothing on the ground. It's just all clean down there.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, seems to be.
All right, Lil.
I'm gonna-
I guess we're just leaving you here.
Can I
Well-
scan in front of me? See if I can hear. Also hear anything? Can I? Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. You can hear a very, very faint, you would guess somewhere far in the distance. This very deep, it's almost a boom that you can feel echoing through the stone as it seems to rhythmically and regularly, these kind of, when there seems to be a brief pause and then a different amount of them, whatever it is. Seems to be quite far off. You would guess, 500, 1,000 feet maybe, pretty far off. But you don't hear anything in the room. Natural 20, other than a very slight, maybe even imagined groaning of metal on metal.
Can I, Lily, stay still, and I'm gonna go up beside her, and then bypass that step that she's on,
Sure.
and then just kind of see if I can continue to the top of the staircase.
Yeah, you seem to be able to. As you jump to the next step, make your way up to the top of the staircase. Nothing happens. As you look around, you can see there's a catwalk, as you kind of assume from downstairs, that wraps the side of the room in almost a horseshoe shape to look down. There are no doors or passages or anything on the other side. And there's a hallway that leads. You can't really see the end of it. It's far enough that it's in darkness, but a hallway that leads. If you're going up the stairs, would continue that direction.
What if we, sorry, Nix, but leave the body there for now on the trap that Lily's on, and then someone check downstairs to see if our robots have woken up, and someone go upstairs and see what we're against.
It's a great idea, but I don't think we can leave that thing. We need to take it. I have an idea.
Lily, as they're talking, you in your head can hear. Tell me, daughter of Asmodeus, have you made peace with your gods?
Yeah. Yeah, I sure have. What about you? Listen, I just would like to take my foot off of this step here.
Lily, I got you. How much do you weigh?
I don't know.
I create an anvil of ice. Try to create an anvil of ice where her, next to her foot, assuming 125 pounds.
Yeah, sure. Maybe 150 with armor.
150 with armor.
Sure.
10 pounds of horns.
Yeah. 10 pounds. Sure. Yeah.
Hey.
It takes a little bit of time as this ice.
Before fucking this thing goes, we should all head upstairs.
Yeah, everybody get past.
Sure. It does take probably 30 seconds for this ice anvil as it slowly starts. Mist is coalescing at the bottom as it slowly starts to freeze from the moisture in the air. But it does create, as you envisioned it in your mind. You would assume the weight is right.
Anvil with horns. For some reason.
Yeah, it manifests on the step where Lily is standing.
Everybody clear?
Yeah,
I'm up.
let's do this.
What do you? The anvil is on the step, right? Manifest on the step.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Should
Yeah.
we
You
just
take your
move
hands
on
off.
for it?
Nothing happens. Lily and the anvil are both on the step.
Okay, ready?
Tell Lily to get off.
Are you off? Get off.
No, I'm still there. Okay, I'm gonna.
Everybody, let's
Book it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to run up the stairs as fast as I can.
Turmeric, where are you right now?
I'm right behind
No, everybody's gone
All right,
up. Yeah.
I'm upstairs.
Okay, everybody's gone up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that thing only has 10 minutes.
As you take your foot off, the step stays down. Nothing obvious happens.
That thing only has 10
Start
minutes.
running.
What do we see at the top?
It's the hallway.
The hallway
Oh.
that leads on, catwalk kind of wrapping around the room.
And
the
just a
hallway?
quick glance, there's nothing at the end of the catwalk. It just kind of looks like it rings the room.
Yeah.
Do I notice anything from behind us, like looking down the stairway? Is there any noises or any sound coming from below?
No.
How big is the catwalk? Like, how long would it be to run? around?
It doesn't wrap all the way around, so it's like the horseshoe. It's not on that back wall where the door slides open.
Oh, okay.
But it's, you know, the room is about 60 feet long, so it's 60 foot of catwalk plus. I mean, to run the whole thing is probably 150 feet if you wanted to do an end to end.
Should we just run down this hallway?
IQ 1200, yeah, that was a very good use of the Feast of Winter.
Smart.
All right,
I learned from you, Bryn.
I mean, I just fill the keyholes.
start going down this hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see where it leads.
Sure.
I'm moving.
As you proceed down this hallway, you can see it goes for about 100 feet and then seems to curve to the left. Not curve, pardon me, but corners to the left. And about halfway down, you can see there are two doors directly across from each other. One, some very heavy, dark-looking metal that you're unfamiliar with. The other, on the other side of the hallway, very bright, polished oak. And they both have a symbol, the same symbol on both doors. Appears to be the 7-pointed star, like you saw in the magic shops at Waterdeep, where they have the different schools of magic at each point. Divinity in the middle, usually. But these symbols on this star are unfamiliar to you. Would you like to write them down? I can describe them
I
if you
do.
wish.
I would
All right.
like to.
One appears to be a hand mirror.
Hand mirror.
Hand
okay.
mirror. One just appears to be a circle or you're not really sure, maybe a ball or it could be a disc.
Okay.
One appears to be a flower.
Okay.
One appears to be it looks like a stick with a flame on the end.
Okay. Like a. Okay. Yeah.
Like a torch. Yes.
Yes.
Like a torch,
That's
but
where I was getting.
the flame appears to be a little detached.
Okay.
Your mind goes to wand when you
Okay.
think about it. You see one that looks like a quill,
Okay.
and you see one that looks like a lute, a like small guitar, a musical instrument. And in the center, there's what looks like a sprouting seed almost.
So this was the 7-pointed star. I mean, I don't know what that means. Anyone else seen any of these?
No.
No.
It's just like all those other 7-sided stars, isn't it?
I mean, it's similar, but it has nothing to do. I don't think it has anything to do with the schools of magic.
What do you mean? Like, look at that one. That one there's evocation, and that one there's illusion, and
Yeah.
That one there is I don't know.
I was like, do you know any of the schools? I got excited there.
sorry. Can you, Bryn? Can you repeat the ones? What
Yeah.
they look like?
There's one that looks like a hand mirror, one that looks like a circle or a ball or a disc, one that's a flower, one that's a stick with a flame. It's sort of maybe similar to like a wand, like a detached flame, a quill, and a guitar, and then in the very center is a sprouting seed.
6, 7. I think I owe you an 8th one. Is that only 7? Is that
1,
only
2,
7?
3,
Yeah,
4,
that's-
5, 6. Yeah, that's only 7.
The 7th point looks like a tower.
A tower.
It looks like a chess rook.
So I'm going to kind of walk beside this thing, and I'm going to cast Gust, a transmutation cantrip,
Sure.
on each of the symbols in turn. And see
sure.
if
What
see
does
if
Gust do? Just make a little
just
wind?
Wind.
Sure. As you cast your spells on each of these symbols, someone presumably having to lift you up to where it is high up on the door, about head height for a average height
Range
person.
of 30 feet. I can get it from
Okay.
wherever.
Nothing appears to happen. The wind just gusts off the door.
This is just a star on a pedestal in the hallway.
These are on the doors.
Oh, I see.
These are emblazoned on the two doors. One of them dark metal, the other a bright polished wood.
7 points. That's so weird.
And both of the doors have the same symbols on them,
Yep.
and they're both in the same patterns.
Yep.
Can I touch one?
Yeah. As you do. Which door do you touch?
The one on the right side.
The dark iron door?
Yes.
Sure. As you touch it, seems to be some cool metal. As you cold to the touch, cool to the touch, but nothing happens.
And there's like no handle, or can I look at the door to see if there's like anything?
There's no handle.
No handle?
There are no obvious hinges.
Okay.
Whether they're on the inside, you're not sure.
Maybe they're push open.
Pushing it. Try pulling it.
How
I'll
would
try-
I pull it? There's like no.
I'll push the door that I'm touching.
Sure. As you do, it slides open a little bit. It's very heavy. You have to put quite a bit of effort behind it, but it does open about 2 inches. And as it does, this gust of air just blows out from this crack in the door, making your nipples stand up as it. Ooh, cold.
Chilly.
Cold wind.
A fell breeze, as they say.
Well, this one's open.
Is the other one open too?
Yeah, maybe try the other one.
Yeah, try the other one.
I'll try opening the other door too.
Sure. This door is much easier to open, much less heavy, and it swings open. Behind you can see what appears to be a study of some kind. A large wooden desk sits clean, save for a quill and an inkwell. Shelves line much of the room, laden with books. You can see parchments, like rolled up scrolls and things. And a large, what looks like a blackboard, dominates one wall. And you can see the same symbol has been crudely drawn quite a few times. You can see it's drawn and has some very curly script, making notes. Or from where you are, you cannot make out any of the writing on it, but you can very clearly see that 7-pointed star.
And these two doors are side by side, but they're
Opposite
leading
sides
to-
of the hallway.
Opposite sides of the hallway. Okay.
Yeah. You can also see behind the desk in the corner of the room, there is what looks like a glass case. With something in it. From where you are, you're unable to make out what is in this glass case.
I will enter the room.
I'll go with them.
Okay. You are now in the room. Nothing appears to happen. You can see this very, it looks like this perfect curling script all over this blackboard, various notes and annotations. Appears to be a pair of gloves. Look like very soft doeskin gloves in the glass case. A black leather band around their cuffs with some geometric. Those of you who speak or read Dwarven recognize it as some variant of ancient Dwarven around their cuffs.
I can wear gloves.
Should probably check the
Is there any meaning to it? I speak Dwarven.
You don't really recognize. It seems some ancient dialect. You can pick out a few words. You'd guess them to be magical in nature, but you.
Can I take the
You
gloves?
can roll me a say like a history check, I guess. See how
Nat
much.
20.
Nat 20. You can make out symbols for protection, for accuracy, and for hardiness, for
Right on.
constitution.
Hardiness, that's me.
Will those fit your giant paws?
I'm gonna grab them.
Hey, hold on. Doesn't that break your rules? Because that's like the top half of your body having clothes on it, right?
Yeah, it's upper body clothing.
Rules. What do you guys keep talking about?
You grab gloves?
Yeah.
Sure, as you lift the top of this case open. Who's in the room? You two?
Did you
I'm
check
in the
for
room.
traps?
I'll be in there.
I was
You're in
gonna
there as
check
well?
for traps.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should check for traps.
As you open it, from the four corners of the room, these very thick, massive bolts of lightning arc out, and everyone inside.
That's exactly
Well,
what
roll me a dexterity save, first of all.
Oops.
Let me get more dice. I need more d6s over here.
Oh, I have some.
How
No,
many
you
you got?
don't need more d6s. You have 2. That's all you need.
How many more do you need?
3 more.
Oh my god.
1 more.
18.
Okay. Hang on.
13.
Dang.
This is why I didn't want to go in with him. I'm like, no.
I was just
Okay.
waiting for my turn to check for traps. I was just gonna be like, I'm gonna check for traps.
The DC is 15. Everybody rolled 15 meter beat, 15 or better.
18.
It only takes half damage. All right, so
Natural
1.
1. Oh wait. Luck.
Is that only on nat ones?
Yeah. Yeah. It's still a fail.
Okay. So Turmeric and Loop fail. And Holden, you manage to get your shield up, which deflects one of these bolts of lightning as it bounces
Into
off.
loop.
Just fried. Poor guy. Oh, goodness.
Everyone who failed takes 31 points of lightning
would-
damage.
So I'm
Dead.
gonna cast Absorb Elements as a reaction.
Okay. What does that do?
When I take types damage, acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, I can absorb it. So
It's like Yoda fucking catching the lightning in episode 3.
kind of. So the lightning bolt is gonna hit me in the chest, and like kind of instead of knocking me back, it's gonna still burn me and scald me, but it's gonna like arc over my body and kind of get absorbed into it.
Sure.
And so for the next round, if I attack, I can expend it to do extra lightning damage.
Okay.
But for the next 6 seconds, my entire body will be like surging with lightning, just kind of going over
Okay.
all of its.
Do you take any less damage from
I
it?
take half damage. It
Okay.
gives me resistance.
Okay. So those of you who passed take 15 points of damage. Turmeric, you take 31.
Oh, I have a thing with my shield. Yeah. I knew this was. It was a dexterity save?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ow! Turmeric.
Can I pick up the gloves now?
As you pick up the gloves. Yeah, they're in your hand.
Ooh, nice.
Like,
If you're subject to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, you can use your reaction to take no damage if
Oh,
you
dope.
succeed on the saving throw.
So as you
Shield.
plant
My
your
shield.
shield and get behind it, the lightning just like water breaking over a rock as it crackles
Yeah.
down. Loop, as you're talking to Turmeric, this like lightning crackling between your fingers. It's like arcing out of your eyes into your hands.
I'm gonna pick up the gloves and I'm just gonna be smoking and be like, worth it!
As you pick them up, they seem to expand to fit your hands. They were a little smaller, you guess, human-sized hands, and they do expand as you touch them.
I'm gonna look at Lily and be like, "What did turmeric touch?"
Don't worry
As
about
I
it.
see all the lightning
And it's
bouncing
about
around in
this time
there.
that from the area you came in, you hear this, and you can see this fiery red glow and a little bit of flame as it shoots into the hallway as the ice anvil dissipates.
Oh, shit.
You guys should jump into this room.
Hey, Turmeric. You know, we passed a trap earlier, and we managed to not set it off until we were out of the way. So, you know, maybe this wizard's house is going to be filled
I'll be careful
with
next time.
traps.
He's not a point.
I don't know.
Someone else take the lead.
You should probably hit him with that lightning. You owe him.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. Which room did they go into?
The dark
The
one.
polished wooden
Should we
door.
go into the other one?
Sure.
Okay, Lily and I will go open the other, try to push the other door open.
Sure, yeah. It takes almost both your effort to slide this door open. And as you do, you see
I'm going to search the rest of this other room, see if I can find anything worthwhile.
Sure, roll me an investigation check.
14.
14. Okay, I'll
help you
tell-
with that.
yeah. I'll tell you in a second. In the other room,
Cool gloves.
19 with help.
as you open this room, there's a sense of displacement and space that hits you as the floor in here appears to go for about 20 feet before it abruptly turns into this jagged cliff, almost as though, as you look at it, it looks like it's been melted. As you can see, little bubbles of the stone that have kind of curled back on themselves. The walls on the edge of the room, same thing, appear to be almost sheared off. And in the main part of the room, there's just an abyss, a void, blackness. You can't see the bottom of, can't see the sides of. As you look up, the ceiling similarly seems to have been affected by whatever happened. And on the floor, there is part of a raised dais that is still intact. Some of it being taken when whatever happened to this room happened. And on that dais, you can see the 7-pointed star with the strange symbols. In the study, 19. You find as
6 more traps.
Pretty much.
As you're quickly leafing through the pages, the books, you find several what look like spell books that might be valuable to sell or repurpose somehow. That's really the only material thing you find are what seem like a few spell books. The others seem to be, you find a few scrolls referring to lycanthropy, a few referring to various methods of creating machinery, and to Loop, they're fairly unfamiliar concepts. We would think of them as robotics, as machines capable of moving under their own power. And on the blackboard, you're able to... you can read, the notes are just written in common. You can't really make too much of them, other than it does name all these symbols, apparently. Would you like me to give them to you to write down?
So it's the names of all it shows the symbols and what they are?
Yes, it has the 7-pointed star drawn, and then off each symbol is a little note denoting there's a word off each symbol.
Okay.
Beside what looks like a hand mirror says the mirror. Beside the circle says the core. Beside the flower says the rose. Beside the stick with the flame says the flame. Beside the quill says the quill. And beside the instrument says the lute.
What about the tower?
And the rook on the very bottom says the spire. And there's no... nothing is given for the blossoming seed in the middle.
Yeah, you need to be a little bit more careful. Like, I know you saw a nice pair of gloves, and I told you they were a cool pair of gloves.
Yeah.
But I think you owe him a pint next time. If we get out of this godforsaken underground castle.
All right. You're right. No more touching stuff.
And he's going to forget in 3, 2, 1, and
Look at these
gone.
cool gloves.
Oops. Amidst these... Oh, you can have your dice back. Amidst these spell books as well, you find a scroll of... Would you roll 19?
Yeah.
You find a scroll of gentle repose, and you find a scroll of gaseous form.
Oh, gaseous form. I wanted that. Sweet.
Should have went in here.
You found scrolls?
Yeah, I would be
would've
dead
been
if I
killed.
went in there.
I was almost dead. Would I know what these scrolls do?
I don't... How does that work? They are standard spell scrolls.
Yeah.
I would assume you can't cast them because you're not an arcane spellcaster, but you recognize them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you know the spell effects. It is literally the spell gaseous form and gentle repose. Would you like me to tell you?
Could I look at the body of Nyx, and see if Gentle Repose was cast on the body.
What is gentle repose?
It makes someone who's not dead look like they're dead, if I remember right.
It stops decay.
Stops decay.
It stops decay for a 10-day period.
Do the scrolls work like in Diablo where...
You use them once and they're gone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also
Or-
anybody can use the scrolls?
You would have to make an Arcana check to use a scroll.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a thing you can be proficient in.
Yeah.
I see.
You can also copy scrolls into spell books if you so choose, though it costs time and money. Looking at Nyx,
Not
I mean,
bad.
she's not very decayed. It might have been cast on her. Although the detect magic would have picked that up, you suspect,
Yeah,
and it did
okay.
not.
How long do you think she's been dead for?
I'm not a doctor. But we could cast this spell on her if we want to try and maybe get her raised. I don't know if we can do that. I don't know how any of that works, but
I mean, we've
I
been
know that
down
preserving
here.
the body is an important part of it.
We've been down here for a long time.
She must have just
Yeah,
died.
definitely known her for a long time.
God knows how long it's going to take us to get out. So maybe a little bit of
Riposte?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that she doesn't go rotten.
Hey, Nyx.
I'm gonna move her mouth. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
You have her. You guys brought the body up with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You're
Don't
carrying
Hey,
it with you.
Hey, Bryn.
Yes.
I got something here for you.
Okay. We haven't finished exploring this room, but I'll come check out what you're looking at. And I'll walk over. Did you guys check for traps? Am I gonna die if I come in here?
Yeah, I checked for traps.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we're all
Yeah,
clear.
we used our faces to check for traps.
So good. What
So
you
I'll
got?
hand her the Scroll of Gentle Repose.
Okay.
Sure.
And just, say, maybe we should cast this on the body in case
Okay.
we need to preserve it.
Okay. I don't actually know what I need for that spell.
It doesn't need you have your card, so you don't need anything to cast it. A pinch of salt, copper piece on each of the corpse's eyes, which must remain there for the duration. That part will stick to. I like that. That's fun.
I think this scrolls. In creating the scroll, you use the material components.
Yeah. All right.
So if there's any material components
Yeah,
for a
but-
spell, the scroll
Would have.
would have that. Yeah.
Touch range, duration 10 days. You touch a corpse or other remains. For the duration, the target is protected from decay and cannot become undead. The spell also effectively extends the time limit on raising the target from the dead, since days spent under the influence of the spell do not count against the time limit of such spells as raise dead.
And it lasts for 10 days?
It lasts for 10 days. Or 1.5 million rounds of combat.
Thank goodness.
Maybe you could just freeze the body with that
I was gonna
piece
see
of
though.
winter.
I wrote down how much it costs me to write down the spell. It takes time, right?
Yeah. 2
An
hours per
hour?
level? 2 hours
2
per spell
hours?
level, I think.
I had it written down and I think I got rid of that.
I think you
Note.
need your fancy schmancy paper and ink.
I do have ink. I have black ink and quill. Damn it. Is there any paper in this room?
There's a lot of paper in this room, yeah. Most of it, almost all of it has writing on it.
Yeah.
You can make an investigation check if you want to see if you can find some
I'm gonna see if I can find
some blank sheafs of parchment or something.
There's gotta be a blank one in there
Can't just
somewhere.
Scribble it down on a napkin.
16.
Can't you use your
16.
tarot cards?
No, it doesn't work like that.
It's magic.
It's magic.
As you're looking through the
Fiddly
books and
diddly.
the pages, you pick up scroll, they're writing on them, put them down. You can hear the voice.
Oh, I knew he was gonna come back at me.
As these are forbidden ancient powers, the greatest of treasures. Who are you to rifle through them?
I didn't mean to disturb your work. We just happened to come across these scrolls. My friend came across these scrolls, and I thought maybe we could use it to save our dead friend.
Sure, and as you're talking, the gout of flame appears in the doorway. This person's leaning on his staff. And yet disturbed my work you have.
I apologize.
I haven't been holding it that long.
I'm gonna hide my hands behind my back.
Sure.
Can they see?
And yeah, everyone
Oh, okay.
can see him. And as you do, Turmeric, he notices the movement and looks at you still leaning on his staff. And he goes, the greatest treasures the world has ever known left for vagabonds and miscreants. And he seems to be working himself into a forever as you kind of
Can I get like?
hide him behind your back.
I'm gonna get Wolf to push the cane out of his.
I don't
So
think
it
he's
falls.
Was he still
You can
around,
try.
or did he?
Yeah, no, he's just leaning on his staff. Just kind of.
I'm not allowed to touch anything.
Again, he seems to be working himself into a bit of a frenzy as his breathing is getting a little more labored.
Listen, Mister, we just need to get. If you could just point our way out of here, it'd be great. We'll get out of your hair. We have what we were looking for, and we didn't mean to rifle through your stuff.
We're really only going through your stuff because we're looking for a way out, so
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just tell us where the way out, we'll probably.
basically this is all your fault.
Yeah.
Easiest way out.
I blame you for this situation.
I'm gonna look at them and be like,
As you say that to Rick, he locks eyes with you, he looks at your hands again behind your back, goes, so be it, and disappears.
I'm gonna look at you three and be like, I don't know if you should piss off a pretty powerful wizard while we're in his chambers.
We're still not entirely sure if he's real. I mean,
that's
I'm
true.
not entirely sure if he's
I
real.
mean-
Maybe the rest of you are,
This
but
trap almost killed you.
Yeah, I mean,
Just saying.
again, like it's all in order to get out of here. And he doesn't seem to want to help us. He
Yeah,
wants
he's
us
all-
out of here, but he doesn't want to help us.
Yeah.
He's all talk. He keeps running away.
It's pretty rude.
Okay, I will just cast this spell for now. I don't know if I have the time to keep it.
Sure. As you are casting the spell, the scroll starts to disintegrate as the writing on it grows fiery and hot, consuming it in the process.
Did you want to do that?
Yeah,
Scrolls
I
are
just-
always consumed when you use them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I was
okay.
gonna write it down, but I don't think I have the time and the money to do it. So
As the scroll burns up, nothing appears to happen. You would guess. You're not really sure. Well, you definitely cast it on a corpse, and it should have worked, but
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
would I have seen that spell before?
Gentle Repose? It is
Yeah.
a wizard spell, so very likely.
Would I know what it looks like? Would it would I be expecting to see like a sheen over the body or like some kind of magical?
You're not really sure, but you can definitely tell the spell fizzled for
Okay.
whatever reason.
Well, I think maybe she was.
Maybe she's not dead. I'm gonna start
Can I?
Stop it!
smacking
Can I?
You smack this corpse around it.
and shake her.
She's a gnome. It's like you're hitting a kid.
Yeah, stop
And yeah, it's just shaking her around.
puppeting and we'll attach strings to her.
Can I examine
No,
her body?
don't attach strings to her.
Can I examine the body to see like obviously it's not she's not breathing, but like I don't know, see if I can see if there's like any I don't know, what would I be looking for? Didn't work. I know it didn't work, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well that spell didn't work. And I know that spell I know of this spell. She would have to be dead for it to work, I think.
What do you mean? She's dead.
I mean, she might not be dead.
Start shaking her in front of you.
Turmeric's all but like ragdolling her against the wall.
The spell should have worked. It didn't work, which means she's not dead. 'Cause it only works on dead people.
Can I? Did you examine her body?
No, I didn't. I wasn't. Can I examine her body for like?
You can roll medicine check if you want. Yeah.
Sure.
Signs of life.
It's not very good.
Maybe cut her open.
We're not.
5.
5. There's no pulse. There's no breath. As you open the eyes, they're milky and seem to have decay has at least started to maybe set in the eyes, where they are very milky, corpse eyes. But
How did you say?
person's very
burns
very
and
much dead.
stab wounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, last time I looked at the body, it was like burns and stab wounds, but
Is there a lot of blood?
I know for sure the spell didn't work.
Not a lot of blood.
And
Is there a spell that can make someone look like they're dead? Like you're
Oh,
into
yeah.
that weird stuff now. So is there a
weird stuff,
there-
eh? We're calling
is
it.
there one of
I'm
those?
kind of into weird stuff.
I mean, there's nothing wrong being interested in the human body, all the bodies.
Sure, yeah, there's nothing wrong with female dragonborn either. You guys keep shitting on me for that.
No, I try to help you.
I mean, she's into female dragonborn as well.
Exactly. So,
So
I
there
mean,
you go.
I'm assuming there must be. I'm sure I've seen a spell where you can look dead, but I mean,
call
we
it your
It's
wizard
really
friend?
bad.
we spoke to what's his face, the head.
Oh yeah,
Regis.
Yeah,
Oh, I miss
Regis.
him.
Regis.
I mean, he could look dead.
Yeah, he was
His
a head.
head.
Yeah, he was a really good actor.
So of course there's like a spell.
You
Can't you call it Regis?
assume that there was more to Regis than a mere illusion of appearing to be dead.
Dead. Oh, of course. It was definitely more advanced.
Can't
but
you contact Regis?
with what?
I don't know. Don't you
Talk to your-
use magic to talk to people, to other wizards? I don't know how you wizards do things.
Mumbo jumbo,
like
I call
Yeah.
I found a bunch of spell books in here. Maybe there's a spell in one of these books that you can use to talk to a
Call
wizard.
somebody, yeah.
Okay.
You guys are
That's-
gonna unleash the fireman again.
Yeah, he got really mad, especially with me. Maybe someone else go rifle through the books.
I mean, he got really mad with us too.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Ah, it's
He
fine.
he was staring pretty hard.
I feel like that's
With
gonna come
lightning,
back.
like,
Yeah. Didn't you know I got electrocuted?
Okay, I will go and investigate through the books to see if there's anything on, like spells for contacting a wizard, or like those books on, or like anything about like spells for making someone look like they're dead.
Sure.
I guess.
As roll investigation check. Roll investigation check.
17.
17. As you're looking through these books, these are the spell books that Loop had gone through and kind
Yeah.
of pulled out what he thought was useful. You don't find any more scrolls or anything. You do find references to the spell sending is a very common spell that many people use to talk great distances.
Isn't it mostly clerics? that
Wizards
do it?
can also
Oh.
cast sending, I believe.
Okay.
I think.
I don't have
I don't
that
know.
spell.
I'd have to look. Yeah, it is a 3rd level spell. But there are many spells to and even objects imbued with such spells to speak great distances. You don't find anything about making someone appear to be a corpse when they're not, or
No, so there is a way to do it, but I'm not equipped. I don't have the spell for it, so. But I do know that gentle repose didn't work, which means that this person is not dead.
maybe you zigged when you should have zagged.
No,
Maybe
I'm-
And did the spell maybe not activate right, or
maybe
No.
you didn't read it properly.
I'm pretty sure.
I'd read it for you, but the spell scroll disappeared.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Okay.
maybe that S was an F and it's actually a scroll of gentle repose?
They forgot an E and it's gentle riposte.
No, I'm pretty sure I did it right. I'm pretty advanced at magic.
One of the resident
am I.
magic who's a-
Elves don't make those kinds of mistakes. No, it's right. I'm just saying, this creature, this gnome, is probably still alive. I don't know how.
They also only sleep 4 hours a night.
And smell like strawberries.
Yeah.
Oh, that's elves.
Our brains just work a little faster.
Okay, well,
I guess if we're done here.
and I'll also point out to Bryn where I found the words written beside all those.
Sure. Yeah, there's a large blackboard that dominates one wall.
I didn't write them down because I wasn't in the room, so.
So the hand mirror is mirror.
Okay.
The round thing is core.
Uh-huh.
The flower is rose.
Okay.
The wand or the stick with the detached flame is the flame.
Okay.
The quill is the quill.
Okay.
The instrument is the lute.
Okay.
And the rook is the spire.
And was there anything for the center one? Nothing.
No, nothing was written for that one. And what did the center one look like again?
A sprouting seed.
Do you think these are
I'm gonna walk up to the blackboard
Horcrux?
and
Is that
use
what they're
one of
called?
my
Horcrux?
pieces of chalk
So I don't know what kind of horror.
and just write
Didn't we?
the seed
Sure.
and then underline it.
Sure. It's much taller than you are. It's at like, average writing
I'm gonna
height for a grown man.
Push a chair over and stand on the chair.
As it slides across the floor.
You think those are the Horcrux?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you mean the
That's-
shards?
Shards.
Horcrux.
Horcrux.
Yeah, he gets there. Just takes a couple.
The shards.
Shards.
The shards?
I don't know. There's.
Well, we know that the piece of winter was one, though, right?
Yeah, none of these
And
things.
none of this works
are-
with that.
Can I see if the mechanical orb, like, kind of looks like the round thing?
Yeah, like if you turn that open part of it to the back, it's a spherical
It's
object,
round, yeah,
like the
alright.
spherical object.
Nice and round.
That's where I got it.
It's round. It's round. Round.
Yeah, I mean, they could be.
good thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, like.
But yeah, I mean, the ones we have two of them, right?
What
And
is it?
And well, I mean, we
triangle.
assume we have two of
piece of
them,
winter.
but none of the ones we have kind of fit with what's on this list.
What does the hand mirror look like? Like, is it like
Does it
just
have like
the
a handle
stick
and then a round
the-
thing?
Did you two find anything in that other room, or did you not have a chance to take a look yet?
Yeah, I hadn't even had a chance to go in yet.
It was a little spooky, honestly.
Well, maybe let's
This is
check
the
that one out.
werewolf.
And maybe there's some other piece to the puzzle over there.
Yeah.
Let's check for traps.
Yeah, we had just opened the door, but we hadn't gone in, so
Who should check for traps?
who's feeling in shape for that? Probably
You?
not you two.
Not me.
I'll
I
check
feel
for
good.
You feel
okay.
good?
Good. Yeah,
Okay.
It's okay to me. I'll
I mean,
check
Pretty
for-
good at
Guidance.
I want to keep all the health.
pretty good at activating traps.
Roll an
What am
investigation
I?
check.
Okay.
That's one way of finding them.
You have a D4 you can add if you want.
Okay, I will do that.
Timur, what are you doing with those gloves? Did you put them on, or are they in your
Yeah.
pack? You put them on?
Yeah.
Okay. As you do, they're a little bit baggy as you put them on, a little big. They seem to have overexpanded, but they shrink down. The cuffs become tight.
Do the fingers show?
What do you mean?
Are
Like
they like
they're-
fingerless gloves?
No, they're finger gloves. They seem like they're very soft doe skin.
Don't cut the fingers off. At least if you cut the fingers off, take your hands out of it first before you cut the fingers off.
Okay.
Yeah, you have the gloves on.
Did I look for paper in that other
Oh, you did. Can you
I
remember
can't.
your roll?
No, I don't.
So that was like a 17, maybe.
Yeah.
You were able to find a few sheafs of kind of, I'll say, 2 scrolls worth of high quality paper.
You found high quality paper?
Well, I think it's in a gold cost. I don't know what the gold cost is. I'll look it up real fast.
Like
I
it's
do.
50 per level of the
Yeah.
spell.
50 gold. Or
Each
50
level of
gold
the spell
paper
takes
per
2
level.
hours and 50 gold.
Okay, so
So
you
each
have
level.
100 golds worth of
Okay.
spells. You have 2 levels worth of paper you find.
So. Okay.
I rolled a 10 for the trap thing.
It's not trapped. You don't see any traps. No levers that activate. Nothing.
Groovy.
Nice. Completely safe.
I'll go first, just in case.
Well done, Lily.
You stepping in the room.
Yeah.
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 Nothing happens. You see what you saw before. This the floor goes on for about 20 feet before it ends in a very jagged cliff, and there is a abyss beyond. The 7-pointed star on the bottom. Somebody's mic is making noise. We're trying to nail down a mic noise, which is really hard during a live game.
Unplug. Plug.
No, don't do that. We'll find it. That is what you see. That raised dais with the symbol on the ground. Part of it destroyed when whatever took the floor presumably did the same.
Sorry, where is the 7-pointed star? It's on.
There's a raised little dais on the floor, about an
Okay.
inch high.
Okay. And the abyss is around it?
No, the abyss, the room basically gets cut off, and it is just void that extends
Oh.
out. Everywhere you look, to the left, to the right, above,
Cool.
below.
Well then.
Can I investigate the thing on the floor?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what I'm looking for. Maybe like a notch to put something in. Maybe like, I don't know. Investigate?
Hmm?
7?
It's appears to be the symbol carved into a dais on the floor.
Okay.
Look
Okay.
to me. You know where where the dwarven writing right there?
That's dwarven writing?
Yeah. It says don't cut the fingertips off.
Huh. Well, that's a shame. Are you sure? You didn't misread it?
Let me see. Yeah, don't cut the fingertips off.
It'd look a lot cooler if I did.
Well, this is like missing half a room. Looks dark back there. And ominous.
Right. Can you light this torch for me?
Sure.
Kev, unplug it and replug for us. You lighting up a torch?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll light it. I don't know, like it. We know.
Now we're really fucked.
Yeah.
Don't worry, our roadie's swapping out a mic. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, just band, keep playing.
Yeah. Should we try like maybe the piece of winter or the we tried that, right? Or the core on these 7 stars?
Sorry, Bryn, I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to keep him from destroying magical items.
Yeah, that would be a
How do you
shame.
even know they're magical?
Because it also says magical item.
Should have
Does it-
started with that.
Should we
And they shrunk and grew to fit your
And
hands.
also they were protected by ball lightning.
Yeah.
That could've
Should
been
we
anything.
identify that item? Takes 10 minutes. You can find out what they actually do. If you're interested.
Oh, these gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you want to do that, I'll take a look around this room and see if I
Sure.
can figure anything out.
I'll cast identify on the gloves.
Sure. After 10 minutes.
What was going on in this room?
This is
Sorry,
what
I
you learned.
literally
Not a whole
was not
lot.
paying attention.
I have a torch lit. Can I throw the torch into the void as far as I can? Just see what I.
That's
What
good for you.
happens?
What does
What
it
I
do?
see?
Yeah, sure. The torch, as you throw it,
Like far
Disappears.
Far down,
yeah,
far.
it falls until it is a tiny pinprick and it blinks out of sight.
I kind of want to put like my hand in there.
So it's like super deep.
Well, the
Super
torch went
far
in
and
and it
super
was no problem.
But we didn't see if it came back.
It definitely didn't come back. It's not a boomerang torch.
As you hold your hand up.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Boomerang torch.
Leviathan torch.
I'll teach you how to.
Holden can try with a shield.
Oh yeah.
You do it.
Unless his shield doesn't come back. We
Yeah,
might be
that would
upset about
not be good.
10 out of 10 times. 9 out of 10 times it's come back.
I mean, what if it like
I've
gets
only thrown it.
transported to another dimension or something?
I've only thrown it like 3 times, so that one time it's gonna suck.
Gotta get a new weapon.
Is there anything interesting searching through this room?
Doesn't seem to be. Yeah, just from where you are looking over the edge into this abyss, doesn't seem to be.
Ah, I say we move on.
Yeah.
There's more to this hallway.
No. Is there more to this hallway? I thought this was it.
No, there is it corners to the left up ahead somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go there.
I say we just go there.
Yeah, sure. See what else we can find.
Yeah, I don't know what this room's about, but I feel like when we were upstairs and we were in those chambers, there was those shields, right? And then there was like nothing behind it.
The like portal-y room.
Yeah,
looking
so I'm
Yeah.
wondering if this is almost like a portal.
what I
Like
was
if we
kinda
went
thinking.
through it, it would go back to that room.
You want me to walk into it?
Probably not a good idea.
But the thing is I don't know. If we do ever get back to that room, we could check to see if one of them has a torch in it.
Mm-hmm.
So if we ever come across it, we might know that they're...
Paula, give me a plug and replug. Oh, it's not you. Hang on.
Ah.
Is it me?
Amber, give me a plug and replug. Yeah, we're narrowing down the mic crackle. I think I got it this time.
How many times can you attune to it? I don't get that one. Your hit point level increases by 1 for each level you have
Did that
attained.
work?
Oh,
Yeah.
attained.
Yeah. Yeah, that should be good there.
While wearing the gloves?
Live recording, everybody. Live recording.
Never taking these gloves off.
Yeah, so you can increase your hit point maximum, and do you want to share with the class what those do?
Do I increase it by 5 because we're level 5 or
Yeah.
just 1?
You have to
By far.
attune to it first, so
Yeah,
I gotta
you have to
attune
attune.
to it first.
I think it takes, what, an hour?
What do they do?
+1
Yeah, tell
to
the.
damage. Oh,
+1 to damage and attack if I'm using. You want to read it?
Read it to the group! Read it to the group!
+1 to hit and damage with attack made when using the hands or a weapon held in the hands. In addition, while you are tuned to the weapon, your hit point maximum increases by 1 for each level you've attained.
Sweet.
yeah, it's really good. That's nice.
I remember you saying you knew how to read.
And also, do not cut fingers off.
Yeah, it's right at the bottom.
Yeah.
I am a magic item. Do not cut my fingers off.
Alright, I guess I'll struggle for the rest of my life.
Not so bad.
For
Just,
you.
just covering your fingers.
I wonder how
so
good.
hot in here.
I wonder how good a piece of magic armor has to be to actually have you wear it.
Yeah. I mean, you could always give them to someone else if you don't wanna.
Do I have to wear both?
Both gloves.
Just one glove.
I don't know.
color?
Did you take one off?
No.
What color are these gloves?
They're beige. They're like doeskin, leather color with black cuffs with gold runes. I can't find this goddamn crackle.
You bump.
There's a ghost.
back
There's a
and
ghost in the system,
Take a quick break and we'll
Yeah, we
plug
could take a
unplug,
break.
and then you can restart.
but it
some
just
shit.
keeps showing up.
Oh.
Oh.
We gotta like do it as we're doing it, which makes it hard.
Oh, I
Don't worry,
see.
we'll find it. We'll find it. We'll find it.
Yeah.
We'll find it.
Okay, what are we doing here?
I say we go back up
Yeah.
the corridor and see what's around the corner.
Sure.
Sure. As you reach the end of the hallway, Lily, you can hear it first. These heavy rhythmic thuds seem to be getting closer. And you also hear what sound like these little, maybe eruptions of steam. These little like gas being emitted, or you're not really sure. And it gets hot as you continue down the hallway. Hotter and hotter and hotter as you approach the end where it corners to the left. Before you even round the corner as well, you can see this orange flickering glow that you... very similar to the molten giant that you saw outside. And as you round the corner... let's see. You can see what appears to be a... the space opens up. You can see the edges of the study and rooms in this space. You can see what looks like a little rock bridge, like a little arch bridge leading over. Initially, you're not really sure, but as you look, you can see this glow coming from beneath it, and the air distorting above it from the heat. You would guess it leads over a river of lava or magma. And you can also see this river just by the glow of it. You can't see the river itself. It seems to be the floor ends and it is somewhere. You're not sure how far below the level of the floor. It runs left to right as you look down the room, disappearing into the wall on the far left side of the chamber. You can see several fairly large, look like stone rectangles. And you can see, you're not really sure what they are from here, but you can see shapes that seem to be moving around them, interacting with them, scurrying over them. From where you are, that's what you can see.
Huh. Okay.
Shall we?
Hot.
Yeah,
It's a little
these
sweaty
bangs
in here.
are, they seem to be coming from whatever these stone rectangles are as they...
And those are on the other side of the bridge?
They are.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, seem to be fairly close to this river of molten rock.
Oh, okay. I guess move forward.
Is it like a rope bridge?
No,
Or
it's a
like-
stone arch.
Oh, okay.
So, like, hallway, stone arch, over...
So the hallway, where the hallway turns to the left, it
Mhm.
opens up. You can see the edge of the study, what you assume is the outside of the study room. It goes for about 30 feet, where this cliff drops. You're assuming this river of lava until you walk up and literally look over it. You're not really sure. But that runs the length of this space, which is about... you would guess somewhere between 100 120 feet.
Mhm.
The river seems to disappear into the wall on the far side. And as you look on the right side of the chamber, you can see there's an opening in this sheer stone wall, a doorway that leads into some other space, which also appears to be lit. You can see light coming through that doorway.
Okay. I would like to stealthily move forward
Sure.
to the bridge.
Sure, roll my stealth check.
Steve. 17.
17, okay, for stealth.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, as you approach the bridge, roll me a perception check to see if you can make out what these creatures are. You can see there appear to be a dozen of these stone rectangles.
May I advantage?
This is with your eyeballs.
Okay. 8.
8. Not really sure. It's very hard to smell anything over the very dry baked air. But as these creatures scurry around these stone rectangles, they seem to be opening. Where you're not really sure. These creatures seem to be lowering something into this river, and these stone rectangles seem to open almost clamshell style, as though they are hinged on the side. And as they open, they make this very rhythmic bang, where they slide open. And from where you are with your perception roll, you can't really make out what's happening, but the creatures seem to interact with it. You can see the glows of molten materials, and then they close. And there are a dozen of these, all out of time with each other, opening and closing.
Okay.
These creatures scurrying around and over them. And as you look, you can see them, a steady stream of them seem to be going in and out of this, the only other doorway in the chamber that leads into that other lit space.
We can't see what the
How many are there approximately? Can I take a moment to...
it's very hard to count because they're all moving,
Yeah.
and your perception low is pretty roll. But there are quite a few, 20 to 30 maybe. Maybe more or less, depending on how many are in the room at any given time.
How is it situated again? Like, are they standing between us and progression down the hall?
No, they are like stone bridge is kind of right ahead of where that corner turns. Doorway into the other space is on the right side. They are working, it seems, mostly to the left of that area along this molten river. And they don't seem to, whatever they are, they don't seem to pay you any mind, Lily. Whether they've seen you or not, you're not sure.
Have we seen these creatures before?
From where you can't even make out what they are.
Oh.
From where
How
you are.
far are they away from us?
Lily is how close are you getting?
I'm at the beginning of the bridge. I haven't stepped
Okay.
onto the bridge. I'm just kind of looking over the side. I
Yeah,
guess.
they're probably 30 or 40 feet from Lily. 100 or so feet from the rest of the party.
Think we can get by without engaging these guys?
Depends what they are.
Maybe.
I'm thinking, those little modrons.
Oh yeah,
Think they're
remember those
Modrons?
things?
Those little...
Yeah.
Sucked.
Yeah.
Man, you remember when we were scared of those things, though?
I mean, I'm not scared of those things.
I almost
No, I'm
died.
not scared of those
No.
things either.
No.
I
Yeah.
think those things killed me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
How did you know?
Turmeric, while you're walking and talking, you may, if you wish, attune to those gloves and just. Otherwise, we're gonna forget to put the stat bonus up.
Okay.
So increase your max hit points before you forget, and your damage roll and your attack roll.
Yeah, I wrote those down.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm going to advance stealthily over the bridge.
Sure. There's really nothing to hide behind or on this. It is like just a stone archway of blocks held in
I
place by gravity.
Would like
Can I
to
be like,
army.
Laying down.
Yeah, I'm gonna army.
Sure. Yeah, sure. As you start crawling across the bridge and are coming down the other side of it, you are aware how
Sliding?
exposed you are. You're not sliding. It's not super
Okay.
steep, but you are a bright reddish pink tiefling on this white stone bridge. And you can see these creatures are they are modrons, as Bryn surmised. They are a mixture of shapes and sizes. All of them with that big center eye in the middle. Some of them have mouths, some of them don't seem to. And some of them appear to be carrying objects, items from somewhere over by these stone rectangles into this other space. And others appear to be coming back from the other space empty-handed to these stone rectangles. I think I said triangles, rectangles.
Do we, looking from where we are, do we sort of perceive that they've noticed her?
They don't seem to pay you any attention, Lily. Lily just disappears over the curve of this bridge, and that is she crawls over, and that's the rest of you see of her for now. But yeah,
She's
they
lying
don't seem to
down.
notice you.
I'll crawl over next.
Sure.
I'm gonna have one hand holding Nyx. I'm just gonna
Oh yeah.
drag her along with me.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Wow.
Very stealthy.
No. Very not stealthy. 3, 2.
2?
No,
Yeah.
4.
Okay. It turns out it's very hard to crawl with one arm and drag a person behind you. And you can hear all the little bits of armor and things that are still intact. Boots are getting caught on the edge of the bridge as you start to try to pull yourself up it. There's a part where she gets stuck and like it's left behind, and you have to slowly army crawl backwards to grab onto her again and try to wriggle her loose from where her foot is kind of fallen off the edge of the bridge, and started on fire a little bit where it's gotten too close to the magma, and you are quickly patting it out and looking around to see if anybody else noticed.
We noticed.
As I see this happen, I'm just gonna walk over the bridge.
Sure, yeah. And as you do, these modrons don't seem to pay you any attention. A couple of them, you watch the big spherical eye in their center swivels and turns to look at you, but they don't pause in their step. They just keep
Can I see
whatever they're doing.
what they're grabbing? Like, it's just like metal, or is it like what
Roll a
kind
perception check.
of? Okay.
As one of them walks with this,
Natural 20.
it
Can you guys give us a thumbs up on the other side? If
looks like an arm. One of these creatures has what very much resembles an arm.
Does it look similar to the Warforged we saw previously in the other room?
No, where they had very thick, exaggerated proportions, this appears to be a very humanoid
Okay.
looking. It almost looks like a Modron arm, but a little bit. They
Like,
are.
does it have like skin?
It does not. No.
Okay.
It appears to be made of metal.
Okay.
It looks cast as you see the arm. You can kind of put together that these rectangles appear to be casts where liquid metal is put in, and these molds are closed. And then, as they're opened, a steady stream of these Modrons is taking away whatever these things are into this other room.
Okay, I'll wave like Holden and Loop over the bridge.
seems to be okay, but keep your head up.
All right, I'll walk across the bridge and keep my head up.
I
Okay.
also walk across the bridge, keep my head up.
Sure, as you were all kind of like stepping around Turmeric, who was still like slowly army crawling with one hand. Yeah, you all cross the bridge. The heat is almost unbearable as you're crossing the bridge. It is very, very hot. You get the sense if you spend too much time here, your clothing will start to catch on fire.
I think I don't wear clothing.
But you do make it across. And these Modrons, again, they do see you. They definitely look at all of you, but they don't pause in their step. They don't seem to react.
I'll just point
That's
out,
good.
you guys notice that it looks like they're like almost making like humanoid like parts.
Statues?
I don't know if they're statues, but like there's like arms and
Hey,
This bad guy.
maybe this is the workshop that
that Penn was looking
Penn
for.
was looking for.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Should we draw a map?
Of how we got here?
Yeah. Is that how he's gonna pay us?
I
He
don't.
wants to know how.
Well, we
where
weren't
this
planning
is.
to go back to Penn.
But he's paying us.
No, the highwayman was paying us.
Yeah, they're paying us to find Nyx.
Oh,
Penn's paying us for information.
about the
For-
workshop.
Workshop.
That's true. We
He's
could
gonna
get
give us
paid twice.
5,000, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get the money up front, for sure.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we could get paid like $10,000. We return Nyx and then.
I think we had a talk about double dipping, but sure. Let's cart before the horse right now. So
Yeah, let's get out of here before
yeah,
things.
it's getting hot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up.
Attaboy.
Made it, guys.
Her boot is still on fire. Cut that out.
Throw her back on my shoulder.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah, we'll go.
Sure. Proceeding through the door. Okay, you will have to get you will have to step around this stream of Modrons basically as they are.
They're just like moving.
Yeah, it is a two-way stream, and they seem to be on like collision courses. At the last second, they very quickly just swerve around one another.
Is it like super fast?
To your eyes, yeah, it's very fast,
So like Frogger? We have to cross
just
them?
like Frogger. No, they're going the same direction as you. Frogger is perpendicular. They're going the same direction, but you will. You think it'll be hard to not come into direct contact with them just stepping through.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of avoiding each other. Maybe they'll avoid us too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
we could try. I mean, we only have one direction we can go. What
Yeah.
if we run?
And how big are these things compared to us? There's just all sizes.
Yeah, well, the tallest of them is about 3.5 feet tall. The bigger ones, the more cube-sided ones, you see some like dodecahedron, some with 12 sides. It seems the more sides they have, the bigger they are. But the biggest of them is about 3.5 feet tall.
Okay.
Don't get lost in the crowd.
Yeah, I was just thinking like, oh, hope we don't lose ya.
If you lose me, look for the one who's not a robot.
Yeah.
Eyes up here.
Yeah. I was
Can
gonna
we-
say, do you
can
want to
we-
hold my hand?
Can we make it through without any sort of altercation?
You might be able to if you're dexterous enough.
I mean, yeah. I don't think we have a choice.
Give it a try.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's give it a shot.
As you're looking through this doorway, you can see a shape seems to fall past it. As it
Ooh.
and that's those of you who are looking notice it.
Does it look like it's like crushing?
Crushing. It just looks like a shape just fell from presumably somewhere higher in the chamber ahead.
Did it land? Or did it just fall past the.
It did not land. Yeah, it seems to have fallen past. You don't see it on the floor, which you can see extends ahead of you into this chamber.
Okay, everybody heads up.
Okay. I don't know. Who's got quick reflexes?
I got quick reflexes.
So do I.
Yeah, I'm not bad.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
I'm
not too
kind of
bad.
okay-ish.
Just going between.
All right. Well, do the best we can.
Yeah. Here. You've got precious cargo, so let me try first.
You're the boss.
You just walking in?
Yeah.
Sure. Not taking any pains to avoid these modrons?
I mean, yeah. I'll, like, avoid them where I can.
Sure. Would you like to roll me an acrobatics check?
20.
20? Yeah, that is. You are able to step around them. It is hard, where again, it is almost impossible to predict, where they seem like they're going to collide and then suddenly dart sideways. But you are able to very quickly pick your way through, and you do not come into contact with them, and they seem to ignore you. And you see the map. Where's the map?
Here.
It's time.
Dun, 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 dun.
The
I
secret
don't know how
map.
you wanna set this up.
Ooh.
Let's see.
I have platforms, and I've got semicircles. Got burger boxes.
You guys.
Oh, I want a burger.
I want a bird.
enter.
Ooh. I'm hungry.
Jesus.
I think you were gonna turn those sideways or flat.
Here's where you guys enter.
Yeah, we'll separate them.
That one will go there.
What are these burger
That one will
boxes?
go, the tall one goes there.
Hang on. Oop. There's one level. I'll take these down. Hide the burger box from the camera.
Hide the brand.
Oh, no, I can't.
The brand.
This is the tallest combat set we've ever had by
Oh my
a
God.
massive
Wow, so much
Massive.
danger.
margin.
Oh,
and
where
then
are
the
my
stairs?
steps?
Where are the
The
stairs?
These are at a scale, but I imagine that goes up to there,
Yeah.
and this one stretches across.
Yep.
Yeah.
It goes across
Is there
from
no-
over there.
Yeah.
From 2 to 3. It doesn't really. Yeah, we can. You
Secure
can just
this
sit it
down.
on the. Is there another box for the
Nope.
stairs?
No.
Here, we'll turn the combat cam on.
Turn it on.
Combat cam.
Let the people see.
You should just take
You
that
want my
piece on
big
the
dice?
bottom off.
That's not gonna help.
Make it flat.
Make the what?
The piece at the bottom, just take that off to make it flat.
Yeah, that'll work.
Are we fighting?
No.
No, this is just so that we know how many
Just
steps
set
you
it.
have to walk.
That goes
up.
on that platform, and those stairs go here.
Yeah, imagine that goes up
What?
to that one.
Yeah, it goes between
No.
the 2 sets of stairs.
Yeah.
We're going to use the power of imagination here, like we always do.
Yeah.
Got it.
That set of stairs.
That's the power of
touches through.
constipation.
Does that work out? How does that look?
Good enough for the Dragonborn I go out with.
Looks dangerous.
Looks very dangerous.
I don't want to fall in
Yeah, so
lava.
you all enter here, put yourselves in the space.
Yit,
You see?
Is that blocking your view, Luke?
Yeah.
No, I can see most of
It's
it.
very tip. We gotta be real careful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me.
You didn't take that down, and you didn't take this down.
The stairs don't need to
Duct
be taken
tape.
down.
No, painter tape. Come on.
Because we can reuse these.
Damn it.
Always loop first, then apply.
That's my slogan too.
How are we entering
no.
this?
Well, only Holden's in actually right now.
Okay.
But Holden, as you enter the space, you can see that this floor, it is a circular chamber, kind of our combat map, not to scale everywhere. The heat and the light in here is intense. You can see this platform continues for about 20 feet and then
What is this?
ends with a pit of lava below. And looking up, you can see these staircases that seem to lead to at least 2 more of these platforms. They seem very narrow and very treacherous, lead directly over this pit of lava. And wrapping the room, as you look around, there is, it seems like something embedded in the walls. You know, objects that look like they sit in a track, almost. And as you kind of step closer to the wall to look at one, you recognize the orb that you have. Missing piece, section and all. But there appear to be thousands of them in this room, circling the chamber in a spiral. And as you're looking at that, you can hear something, again, seems to fall from one of these higher platforms as it burns up in the lava pool below.
I'll gesture to the team, like an all clear.
Sure. These Modrons, by the way, are scurrying up these stairs, some scurrying down these stairs.
Oh, it's not all clear.
It's not. It's well. There's the Modrons are still in here, and again, the ones ascending seem to have parts, pieces in their hands. As you look, you can make out a leg. You can make out what very much looks like a.
Can we see where they're
head.
going? Like we just see them going. Where are they going with these parts?
They appear to just be going up.
Just up.
Is what Holden can see. Yes, up the stairs. You cannot see what's on the platform above you
Oh,
from,
okay.
from where you are.
Okay. How are we supposed to maneuver around these things?
So these things are scurrying kind of
Yeah.
back and forth, and
Yep.
Okay, I'll try to get past them and go up to where Holden is.
Sure. Roll me an acrobatics check if you want to dodge around them.
7.
7. With you being the same height as these creatures, it's much harder to pick your way around them. And as you are turning sideways and squeezing between what looks like a cube and a pyramid, you back into one as you feel yourself. And there's a minute where the eyeball swivels noisily to look at you, and it seems to just carry on its way.
I'm just gonna.
Sure, yeah. As you walk forward, several of them brush into you as they walk past, but they seem to pay you no mind as they just part around you.
I will follow suit
come on.
and head on in.
Sure, yeah. As you all head in.
Yep.
I'm in it.
The heat in here, blistering the air, is distorted over this pool of lava where the heat is rising up.
I feel like I
Is
need to
this
take
just
these
like a
gloves
cliff
off.
Yep.
looking into the lava?
Sheer drop. And as you're all looking again, you can see something that very quickly falls into the pool, with a little of flame.
Can I
I see
move
what
to
it
the
was?
edge?
You did not see what it was. Yeah,
And
you can move to the edge if you want.
I'm gonna move to the edge
Sure.
and just look out and see if I can see what's going on.
It is a bright red
Pull up
pool
here.
of some molten material that is bubbling.
Okay.
The heat here, very, very intense. Or even you feel your eyebrows beginning to singe as you're kind of looking over the side.
Can I see what's going into the lava? Or is it too far?
Unless another one falls. There's nothing to see right now.
I'm gonna try to wait to see if I can see anything coming.
Can I come up to the next floor?
You guys check out what's around the walls. Looks like the orby thingy that we have.
What do you mean?
Turmeric, you're heading up the stairs?
Yes.
And these things are moving on their own? Like in tracks kind of thing? Or
They appear to be stationary. As Holden points it out, and you're looking, you can see a section of them moves a little bit as it seems to, higher up in the chamber, slide down as though one was plucked out of the middle.
Can I try to pull one out of the track?
The way the track is constructed, you would not be able to just pull it straight through without trying to break or bend or do something else. Turmeric, as you head up the stairs, they're very treacherous and narrow. On the second platform, as you crest the top of the stairs, Turmeric, you can see there seems to be a person standing in front of you. Again, tattered and very singed, especially towards the bottom. Most of the bottom of this cloak seems to be burned off. You can just see a pair of legs. This person is, you can guess, no taller than 3.5 feet tall. But they appear to be standing, facing away from you, maybe examining the track of orbs. You're not really sure. And you can also see in the corner, they can be, I don't know, this I guess can be them. Kind of the center of the back. Yep, right there. You can see a much bigger Modron than you've seen before. This one appears to have a very long body, and as you look, it seems to be made up of maybe multiple Modrons fused together, where you see its cube edges are mashed into pyramids, and it appears to be this construct of this line of arms. And you watch as it grabs pieces from a pile near it, and seems to be very quickly passing them up the string of arms where they are. You're not really sure. It is this flurry of movement, and they are coming together in some way.
Is it attaching pieces to itself, or?
It doesn't seem to be attaching to itself, no. It seems to be attaching pieces. And every now and again you can see this very, very brief, very bright of sparks. It's not attaching pieces to itself, though.
Okay. I'm going to turn around and walk down the stairs.
Sure. As you're looking at this, this person, who can be this, turns around. Turmeric.
Do we lock eyes?
You do.
Oh no.
And again, you recognize the face of Nyx, who appears to be standing before you.
Like,
and we will roll initiative!
Whoa!
What?
Nyx is
What?
friendly!
As Nyx apparently starts her little feet pattering on the ground, two knives swing into each hand, charging towards you.
I'm going to throw the dead body of Nyx at the live body of Nyx.
This might be a good spot for a break, actually, if we need
Yes.
one. Let's do that right now. We'll roll initiative after. We'll do a very quick break,
Yeah, that's.
and then we'll come back as they continue to plumb the secrets of the Undermountain. Initiative, everyone! Oh shit! Look at that. 25 to 20.
That's what you get.
20.
Ren.
20 as well.
Who wants to go first?
I'll let Luke go first.
And Loop. 20 to 15, pardon me. 15, 10.
14.
13.
Holden, Turmeric, 10 to 5.
5.
Right now, only we will keep this combat order. Right now, nobody knows anything is going on except for Turmeric and Nyx. And Nyx is higher than you in the initiative order, so she will start running towards you as these, as your eyes and hers lock. There's almost a deadness to them. There really doesn't seem to be any expression on her face, Turmeric, as she flicks two knives from under her cloak somewhere into her hands and starts just charging towards you. He's going to try and jump up onto you and sink these knives into your chest. First attack is a 19 to hit.
Hit.
Oh no.
Second attack is better, 23 to hit.
Hits.
as these two knives sink deep into your chest. The first one, 6 points of piercing damage. The second one, 3 points of piercing damage.
9
Yes.
in total.
Yes.
13.
13.
And as she sinks these knives in, she hangs onto them and rides them down a few inches as like cuts these deep gashes into your chest.
On a shirt.
And it is your
I was gonna say
My turn?
yes.
she's
it is your
carving
turn.
out his shirt.
Oh gosh, gross.
Is she still on me?
She is, yes. Move Nyx just up to the edge of the platform. So Turmeric and Nyx are touching, even though the stairs don't.
Sure, yeah, that joins right there.
Yes, Turmeric and Nyx are adjacent.
Do you need to move it over some?
What does it take to, like, grab someone and throw them?
You can shove. There's a shove action where you push them back 5 feet.
Do I choose the direction I push them?
I believe it's backwards.
Oh. What if I, like, turn and then push?
I believe it is straight backwards. I'll check, but I'm going to say you shove, you push them backwards.
Yeah, it's based on where you're standing and where they're standing.
But you could move, right? So
If there was ground for you to stand on and not this open staircase, you would be able to, sidle around. But as that thought runs through your head and you look to move around, there is just an open drop 40-some feet into a pool of lava.
Okay. I'm gonna rage out.
Roll me a wisdom save, actually. As you take damage, roll me a wisdom save.
What wisdom?
No.
What wisdom indeed.
Juan.
Juan? Okay.
Natural Juan.
Okay.
what wisdom?
Give me back that card for your gloves.
Instead.
Here is what your gloves
Oh
actually do.
no!
Gloves of the Berserker. These gloves shrink or...
Oh, no. You can't read that to everybody.
Oh,
That's just for you, buddy. Read the bottom part. Top part's the same. Read the... You'll know where to start reading.
part that's different.
When you get hit, make a wisdom save.
As these knives sink into your chest, Turmeric, you can hear this voice laughing in your head. Not the voice of what you're assuming is Hallister Blackcloak, a different voice. Very softly seems to chuckle. He goes, yes, that's good. That's a good start. God.
I'm a slow reader.
That's okay. Can we move on from that or what?
In real life and in character.
You can take your next turn as it says, which will not change anything.
That's fun. So I could just to still attack.
Yep.
Okay. I can still rage though.
Yep.
2.
To hit? It's not enough. Not enough to hit.
No. 2 plus 1. 6 is 9.
Still not enough to hit. As you have a longsword, right?
Yeah. Because my greatsword.
As your longsword, yeah, that's right. As you go to bring your longsword down, you can feel the cuffs of these gloves suddenly tighten, and this voice in your head goes, "Oh, I don't think so." And they seem to jerk your strike to the side as it bangs off the stone. And now it is my turn again. Turmeric, you can hear the sound of little footsteps from somewhere up above you as they sound like they're coming from the stairs. And as you look, you can see there's a shape where one of these Nyxes has leapt off the stairs and seems to be knives in each hand, flying down towards you. And as they are flying down, you can see, again, the shining glint of 2 knives. Just as they are about to land on you, they hit the Nyx in front of you, where this Nyx from the stairs lands on this Nyx in front of you. The 2
there's
knives.
another Nyx.
There's another Nyx.
Oh,
So many Nyxes.
We got 3 now.
Oh
at
my
least.
goodness.
so this one's mounted on him.
Here, let's use this one. Let's keep track with the stick. It's not really mounted on him, right? It was not a grapple.
Oh, I
He
see.
rode the cut down and fell back.
Okay.
This new Nyx, you watch as it lands on the shoulders of this one in front of you. The knives sink into the shoulders, and with a very definitive twist, the Nyx on the bottom falls dead. And this new Nyx looks up at you, Turmeric, for a minute, wipes a little bit of blood off her face, says, sorry about that. And then seems to get a sense of someone. She turns around for whatever reason, looks up at the platform above, where you can see there are
Several Nyxes.
4 more Nyxes
Oh my goodness.
looking down
From the top?
from the top. Yes.
Shit.
And as she looks up and sees them, she goes, "Oh shit! Hang on a sec," and starts making her way back to the stairs, using. Actually, she's out of movement, but she does turn and start to make her way back to the stairs. After this Nyx is Holden.
What do I see from the bottom? Just a little. I presumably hear him cry out in pain.
Yeah, presumably.
I'll climb up
Okay.
to where he is. How much movement is that? Let's say I was right here.
Yeah, they're supposed to be about 30 feet between. It's supposed to be about 30 feet of steps.
Fun.
We'll say 30 feet for
Okay.
ease of use.
Okay.
About a movement worth of
So
steps.
then I'll move up to here and ask Turmeric if he's okay. And I will give you. Thought you were gonna answer. I will give you a healing potion.
Oh, how lovely.
Pass me your gloves real fast for just one second. I just want to make sure I got everything.
What is that? 2d4
4?
I don't get.
plus 2.
Do you need me? Do you need me to
5, 6, 7,
do you have any
8,
questions
9.
about this? Do you need
Yes.
me to? I can write you the Cole's notes on the back.
How much do you heal me for?
9.
This is a very big item card.
I just want to know.
For the
like,
folks at home, if they didn't see, this is the size of the item card. Very big. Look at all that text. That is all text.
Sounds interesting
Yes.
though. Yes. I'm sure they had fun developing it.
And that's use
This was
potion
all
on
me.
Allie is a bonus action.
Just give me 1 sec, Holden. Sorry.
I can't wait to find out what happened.
I don't know what's gonna
Oh, no.
happen to you.
Yee.
It's very intense.
Use magic item as an action.
Yes. Yes. Use magic item or object as an action.
Which one's-
Unless it's a potion, bonus for yourself.
This is a 10-sided die.
Yep.
Okay. Here, hopefully that makes it a little bit clearer.
So yeah, I went up here. I bonus actioned him a potion, and I'll use my action to double move up to here.
Okay.
And
That's what I wanted to know.
Well, Tumor couldn't make that over the gap.
is there an actual gap? I thought the stairs.
There's no gap. It's a 5-foot step, so there's no room to. You can't make that
Oh, I
diagonal
can't.
step. But because Nyx is there, if you can move through friendly spaces, so Turmeric and Nyx both kind of allow you to saddle pass. It's no longer a hostile, which is why you are able to make the move,
Okay.
whereas Turmeric was not.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause it joins right.
Friendlies will let you through their space unless they have a reason not to. And Nyx is presumably friendly. This one, anyways. Enemies will not. You cannot move through a space with a hostile.
What about
You're okay. Yeah, it's only your action. It's only on your turn. Oh, only your action. Only your action. Not your reaction.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So then I just use my double move there to get there, and I will come with me right now.
Okay. And as you settle the stairs, you can see a dead Nyx, a live Nyx pulling her knives out from it.
Yeah.
And as you walk out, she kind of looks at you. And she's like,
Thoroughly confused.
she kind of points up to the top platform and gives like a breathless nod and is wiping her knives off on her tunic. After Holden is Lily.
Where am I?
Still at the
So
iron
far.
platform.
Yeah. You can get halfway up the stairs.
I would like to double move to get to where Holden is.
Is that how
On
many
that
spaces?
top.
Mhm.
Amber, does that work?
So yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Stairs are 30 feet because they're
Yeah.
they're obviously not 10 feet tall each.
Oh
Like
yeah.
25.
5, 10, 15 plus 30 is what, 40?
45.
And how much is your? Yeah, you still got
Double move.
You still have 20 feet of movement.
50 here, so you got
10 more.
10 more
Right, 60
anyway.
feet total.
I'll move, I guess, the extra over. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Luke.
Oliver, do you have that big disc that we put on the bottom of that other miniature
Yes.
a couple weeks ago?
Animal form.
I will turn into a bear.
Is that tape good? And we need to re-up that tape.
No, it's still good.
You're gonna use painter's tape?
It's one bear sound.
And then I will head my way up the stairs.
Sure.
I believe I can
Do you
double
fit?
move. I think is 80 feet.
Probably.
So
10, yeah. Top of the stairs, you still have like
40.
40.
Yeah, 40 more feet.
5 to get through them. Yeah, 35 feet once you clear the other players.
is that red one an enemy Nyx?
It is that weird tall stack of Modrons that seems to be paying you no mind. It is grabbing pieces and kind of sticking them together. You see the occasional spark of a weld, maybe.
Okay. I'm going to just get as high up the next set of stairs as I can. Just
So
get
we're at what? 40?
Mhm.
45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80.
as I just verify whether or not my speed actually is 40, but after that I'll be done.
And then we are top of the round.
Speed is 40, and incidentally I will bonus action to burn a spell to heal my... Oh, I don't have to heal myself in this form. Not yet.
So the
Okay, never
order
mind.
will not actually change, but now that we have everyone in, it will seem like it does. First is the Nyxes. This Nyx, as she wipes her blades off, starts running towards the stairs. Talking as she does
How
to,
much does she have? 40?
she is a gnome. She has 25. Yes. And she does. She goes, just a sec. We'll talk after. We'll talk after. And starts heading up the stairs. She'll double move to get as close as she can.
Oh, she can presumably move through this Modron or
Yeah,
what?
you can kind of put him in the wall almost. He is part as you're examining it, where these Modrons seem fused together. It is also fused into the wall. And as you watch, one of the arms reaches back into the track, and it is wider here, where it grabs one of these cores, one of these spherical objects, and seems to put it into the whatever it's working on. After Nyx, there is a gout of flame from up on the top platform as that tall tornado of fire appears. And you see this character leaning on his staff, the sharp black angular goatee and the short black hair.
It's totally here to help.
And
Yeah, because
you can hear the voice again. Enough is enough! Children, defend your mountain! And as he says that, he vanishes again in a gout of flame. These four Nyxes start sprinting towards the staircase. That one might be close enough to even attack Nyx. Yeah, it'll line up with kind of, where it is on that side of the platform with this staircase.
Oh, I see.
So is that far, Nyx? Right on top of the...
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, where that's the staircase there right there?
Yeah.
Okay, do we have like a pop ring or
marker?
something to mark it? Yeah, okay. So the Nyx on top of the stairs will move 5, 10 onto the top stair.
25 will...
And 25 will get her right there, perfect. And she will produce these 2 knives and attack the other Nyx. With a miss
What's the shot looking like?
and a hit.
That's cool.
As one of these knives she catches with her own, it blocks it. The other one sinks deep into her shoulder blade. That's the wrong dice. Okay. The others produce... 2 of them pull out hand crossbows. One will shoot at... the bear. I said they'll both shoot at the bear, I suppose. That is 16 to hit. On the bear.
Oh, yes. Very much a hit.
16 is a hit. And 7 on the second shot.
7 not enough.
The one bolt hits you for 5 points of piercing damage as it hits your shoulder. The other one you can hear explodes on the stones. And the Nyx on the far side, you watch as she brings her hand up, and these 4 orbs of force dart out from it. They'll hit Lily. That's Lily, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they'll hit Lily as magic missile is unleashed, and these 4 orbs slam into you. As you take 16 points of force damage. As these 4 orbs slam into you.
Dang!
Brain, I've never seen your magic missile do 16 points of damage.
And Holden, it is your turn.
Never cast it at level 3. Apparently I should.
Turmeric, you are on deck.
Did Bryn have a turn?
The order got fucked up. Like I say, it is still in order, but people got plugged in because Turmeric and Nyx were the only ones who were actually in combat.
Okay.
So really, you did have a turn already, but you didn't know you were in combat your first turn.
In actuality, it's only what, like a 20-foot gap.
Between what?
The levels?
The height?
Not the height. Well, yeah, the height as well, but like
This way?
yeah.
It is 5, 10. How wide is this? It's this wide.
14.
14 squares. times
Yeah,
5 is
because I
70 feet.
thought it was like overlapped a little bit, but it's actual like this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on with that.
And for the pool of magma does encompass the entire space.
Okay, well then I will. Shit! I thought I could shoot across. And the height here, kind of the real thing, 10 feet up.
They're average height steps. They're not 10 foot a step.
Oh yeah.
They're regular height steps. It's just 30 feet upstairs.
Yeah. Okay.
7 inches a step or whatever normal is. They're actually built 1 inch off in here, so you always bang your foot. They're all 1 inch difference, and you bang your foot on the top.
Just like the stairs here.
So is this guy presumably at a height where I could attack?
They're as. I mean, our scale is all off.
I want. Okay,
It's
here.
very confusing.
Yeah, I know.
No, this. I'm gonna say they're tall. I'm gonna say they're too tall. You could ranged attack. I'm gonna say they're 10 feet away. They're not adjacent. 10 feet up.
Would since that's an ally square, can I attack from that square? I can't attack from that square.
No,
eh?
you can move through, but the enemy next in front would block you.
All right, fuck it. Magic missile.
Sure. Which
That
one? Okay. With the crossbow.
Yeah.
Three dice plus 3. 3 dice.
Depends what level you cast the spell on.
Just level 1.
Yeah.
I'm a little.
3 dice. Is it plus 3 or is it plus 4?
1d4 plus 1. So 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 points of damage. Alrighty. As the 3 orbs of force, I believe, blast into this Nyx. She just takes it without a sound. It's being driven back. No cries of pain seem to emanate. Nothing. Anything else, Turmeric? Sorry, Holden. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Turmeric, it is your turn.
I could just move anywhere, right?
You are berserking.
So,
You failed your wisdom save.
yeah.
Your gloves are compelling you.
To go near anybody?
Nearest. Read the card. The
Yeah.
nearest.
It says nearest.
Yes.
Does that mean I have to walk to them?
Yes.
Come
Okay.
to me.
That
come
means
to
that
me.
as
So-
you raise your sword, again, these cuffs seem to tighten,
Again,
and this
to
blood
me.
rage fills your
My
vision.
goodness.
So I'm gonna recklessly attack.
Well, you don't have to recklessly attack. That's
It
all
says
on you.
If I have extras.
Right. If you have, if you make more than one attack, you must
Okay.
keep attacking. So your bonus attacks you have to do, but you do not have to do it recklessly if you don't want to. As these gloves, again, the voice you can hear in your head as it goes, she'll do.
Natural 20.
Great. Go ahead and roll me a crit.
Even a crit. Ugh,
I'm
brutes.
sorry. That's why I'm usually naked.
That's what
Yeah, the
happens when you
one
put
time he
clothes
gets
on.
up.
1d8. So I just roll 3 dice?
Yes, because you're a barbarian who gets an extra crit dice.
Where's the...
Jesus.
What's your health at right now, Lily?
It's at 19.
90.
Yeah.
Jeez.
15 plus 20.
Okay, there we go.
21 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And then do I have
Is rage? Can you
Down.
choose to let your
Down.
rage go? You might still. You took damage from last turn. You would still have your rage on. I
Yeah.
don't know if you can
I don't know if I can turn
let it
off.
go.
Don't
Yeah.
think you can.
I don't think you can either. So make sure you add plus whatever for rage if it matters.
That was
Yeah.
with the rage.
okay.
Then I have to attack again?
Yes, you do. Did that first attack knock you down, Lily?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm down.
This one's a 3.
Well, she's
plus-
unconscious.
So 1 fail.
2 fails.
Two fails!
Again,
Guys!
as this red haze
might
clears,
be the
you see Lily impaled on the end of your sword, and as she slips off, falling to the ground unconscious. Again, you can hear that voice as you start to make your way to help, or maybe to move on to the other combatants. You feel the gloves seem of their own accord to stop you. It's, oh, we're not done yet.
What in the fuck?
Oops.
And now it is Lily's turn
Oh,
with 2 failed death saves.
When's Nick's get to go?
when do I
Get to go.
Bryn is up next, and then
Okay, what
Lily.
do I do? What do I
Just
do?
roll a d20. Lower than a 10. And that is death.
Okay, guys, ready? Okay, I'm gonna use one of my lucks, because that was a 7.
Oh, I'm getting nervous.
Okay, this is it.
My hands are sweaty.
Oh no! It's a 7.
You can luck again.
I don't think I can. I think it's just one
No,
per.
you can use it as many times
Really?
as long as you have luck charges.
Yeah, as long as you have the
Okay,
points.
one more.
Damn it.
That's what.
Okay,
I'm sorry. It's
yeah,
over.
it's done. 3.
Holy.
3?
Yeah,
Hang on, Lucky might only be on attacks, also.
No, any roll, any d20.
yeah. Any.
Points. Oh, yes, ability check or saving throw.
What does this
3.
mean?
God damn it.
Turmeric, as you're standing over Lily, and you bring your sword down into her, you watch as the red haze clears from your eyes and the life drains from Lily's eyes. As Lily is
Oh!
dead before the first round of this combat has even started.
Oh no!
Everyone's gonna die.
Yeah, Bryn, it is your turn. It is your turn.
so I can't see this, I assume, from here.
gonna cry.
Well, no. I'm
Someone's
from where you
sleeping
are.
on the
no.
couch tonight.
And I can't.
You were able to see Turmeric and Lily. It seemed like they as they
Just
make
like
their
a
way
kerfuffle?
towards the edge of the platform, you can see them in some kind of a scuffle. And as they turn to face you, you can see Turmeric's sword coming through Lily's back as he shoves her off.
So I see him kill her then.
Yeah.
Can I see these?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You've seen the magic missiles fly back and forth from where you are.
How far is this from there to there? Can I?
30 in a line. We'll just say 90, even though I know people will get at me for this. I know 30 diagonal is not 30 vertical. If the stairs are 30, obviously it's taller, but for ease of use, it's probably 66 feet or something. We'll just say it's 60 feet. 30 feet up, 60 feet up.
I will cast Fireball.
Sure, yeah, definitely under 100. That's 120 feet, right?
Yeah, 150.
Yeah, definitely under that.
At these three.
Sure. That's what a dex save for me?
Yeah.
Everybody,
8d6.
take me down.
What is the DC?
My DC save is.
Okay.
Oh fuck. 14.
What?
So what happened?
Okay.
I don't even know what just happened.
Do you want to see?
2 of them make the
Do you
save.
still have some of my D6s?
No, I think I gave them.
Did you give them all back to me? Why do I feel like I'm missing some? Sorry.
I might have kept them somewhere. Hold on.
7. Can I borrow one of yours?
Oh, yeah. I don't need them anymore.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
cow.
Oh my gosh, I gotta count on these. Okay, so.
It's like trying to kill you the first time wasn't enough.
28 points of damage.
28 points of damage. Okay. You watch as one of them throws himself to the ground. The other 3 are engulfed in these flames. That's 28 points of damage.
Yep.
Just give me 1 sec. Math is so difficult.
All those dice and it was just 28?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of them were low. I only had 2 6s, 2 4s, and like a 3, 2 2s, and 1.
After Brennan's loop.
How far am I from those guys? Like,
In a line?
yeah. Is it that distance?
Yeah, what did we... It's 14 squares. What is that? 70
Okay,
feet.
70 feet.
I know, if you're listening to this after the fact, I know that our dimensions could not exist in the real world. It's a magical space.
It's
Non-Euclidean.
magic.
I will double move and try to cross as much distance as I can.
There's a bad guy.
There's a bad guy there.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Can I get on that same space that Goodnix is on?
You're a large creature, and she's a small creature. You're large, right? You're
Yeah.
bigger than usual.
Yeah.
I'll say yeah. Yeah, she can literally stand under you. You're tall enough that you can straddle over top of this gnome.
Okay, in that case, I will just move onto that location and make an attack.
Sure.
On Bad Nix. So that is 14 with my bite
That is a hit.
and 22
Oh,
with
that's
my
definitely
claws.
definitely a hit.
So 8 damage on the bite
Okay, this one is undamaged.
and 7 damage on the claws.
Okay.
First is piercing, second is slashing, if that matters.
Okay.
But 15 total.
Sure. As your claws, your teeth come in and clamp onto her neck and kind of shake her around a bit, and as you release your claws, rake across. Where her flesh parts, you can... Your claws kick up sparks as though you're dragging them across metal, where there's the briefest, very faint spark. Almost as though you're clawing into metal and not flesh. And she's quite a bit of her inner workings exposed at this point. It was pretty effective, it seems. After Loop or the Nicky.
Oliver, you got that PHB?
What happened over here?
The one.
I reserve the right to bonus action to get some hit points back, depending on if my modifier makes it so that it makes sense.
Okay. The one that you attack will attack you back with, I'm rolling really hot, 20 to hit
Oh yeah.
as the knife.
Did you reduce your damage to being resistant?
What kind of hit was it?
Is slashing damage.
Oh
You're
yeah,
not,
I wasn't.
You're not resistant
Yeah,
to
I wasn't.
Or you weren't likened.
No, I wasn't likened.
Oh.
That is
I know.
Damon's
5 points.
Yeah.
5 points. Everyone in the chat is trying to like, well, what if did we forget anything? Maybe.
I know.
Oh
Did you
man.
forget any bonuses?
What if
I was
we
thinking
try to
about
rod
it. I was
me?
like, oh, it's fine. It's Rodney.
1% religion check.
So I will burn a first level spell
Okay.
to get exactly as many hit points back as I needed.
Recovery. And then you take 6 points of slashing damage as it, or not, piercing damage, pardon me, as the dagger stab into you. The other Nixes will pick themselves up. Well, they're not knocked over, but as they stand up, you can see them batting flames out on themselves. One, the face appears to have burned half off, and you can see this metal, it looks like a metal skull underneath, like a Terminator face underneath. As the one who did magic missiles, she'll magic missiles you, Bryn. She got another few spells here to fire off. As you notice that one more orb of force appears than Holden's piddly 3. Wow. As you take 7 points of force damage as they several of them hitting fairly lightly.
I will use. How much damage?
7 points of force damage. And the other 2.
Did you stay down?
One-
You stayed down there?
Yeah.
One will fire at Holden, and one will fire at Turmeric.
I want it to be.
Fire what? Magic missiles?
Crossbows.
Okay.
Hand crossbows. As they Holden 15 to hit you.
No.
As you block the bolt with your shield. Turmeric 15 to hit you.
No.
Great, as the bolt explodes right beside Lily's fallen body. That was me. And then...
Or I don't have my shield out. I don't think.
So does it hit you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 15.
15 to hit, yes.
Yeah.
You're 14, 16?
Yeah.
Okay. As you take 5 points of piercing damage. As it's, but you are raging, I believe.
So just half.
Yes, you're resistant. And Loop, Holden, and Turmeric, you notice that the Modron behind that has been building these pieces, assembling these, whatever they are, you notice it grabbed the core last round. It seemed to put it into whatever it's making as these sparks weld. And you watch as a very unfinished, almost entirely metal Nyx is pushed forward from this creature as it has finished assembling one.
What?
As another Nyx enters the battle. Now it is the real Nyx's turn, who, as the Nyx behind her comes out, she looks back and says, "What the fuck?" And standing under the bear, who's, again, she's kind of like, "What the fuck?" Because doesn't know who any of these people are, will attack. We'll also take them one at a time, I guess, as she attacks the Nyx on the stairs above. And rolled a natural 20.
Woo! Go Nyx!
Which is going to be more than enough, yeah. This Nyx, which was looking pretty beat up, she dispatches pretty easily with a dagger as she sinks into the heart, and you can hear what sounds like the crunching of gears as they seem to grind as that Nyx on the bottom step falls into the lava off the side as she burns up below. And what is she gonna do with her? She'll keep moving up the stairs. She'll move her 25 feet up, which will get her to just the. She'll stay on the top step. And as she looks down behind to the rest of the party, she goes, pointing at the thing assembling. She says, "Kill that thing! Building more of me." And that is her turn. Holden, is your turn.
I'll hear what she says, and yeah, witnessing another little thing pop out, I will move over here and attack it.
Sure. Yeah, it's very easy to hit. You still have to roll to see if you can damage its kind of hard metallic surface. All these jagged edges coming together in strange angles.
12.
12 is enough. Yeah.
Okay. 8.
8 points of
hit.
damage.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
I'll attack it again
Sure.
with a 21.
21 to hit is it? Yeah.
And that's only 6.
Yep. As your shield comes down on this creature, you see a few of the arms turn and kind of try to stop it, but they seem pretty feeble as your shield comes in and breaks a few of these arms. Some of them snap and clean off the creatures, like seem very fragile. But even as you're doing this, it is already grabbing pieces from the pile near it and is, you would guess, about 25% of the way to assembling another Nyx.
I will also do action surge and attack again.
Sure.
Oh, that's not a hit at all. 8.
It is not a hit, no. As your shield comes in, just not enough force. It bangs off the exterior of it. As that happens, as you're attacking Holden, you can also hear Nyx from the tops there very quietly go, "Ah, shit." Not really sure as to what.
You still get your second attack for that action surge, don't you?
Yeah? Fucking
Yeah.
right. Oh, yeah, because it's an extra action.
Bonus
Yeah.
action? Oh, yeah, so you get 3 attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you get 4 total. Because you
The extra attack isn't the
action
extra attack a
surge,
bonus
attack,
action,
attack.
though? Attack,
Nope.
bonus action to attack the second time. That's just a free...
It's just part of the attack
Okay,
action
yeah.
if you have more than one
Yeah,
attack.
action surge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then you totally
nice.
get more.
Fuck, that sucks. 10.
Is not enough. Again, as the shield bangs off
Thanks.
this hard metal creature. After Holden is Turmeric.
We are missing 1/4 of our, or 1/5 of our,
need it.
1/6. How many are there? 1, 2, 3.
One
Recklessly attack this fake Nyx.
Sure. And even as you're moving, you can still hear the voice of, you're not sure what, something in your head that, as you're pulling your blade out of Lily, is good. Another.
26.
That's a hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
It just needs my turn.
98.
Really. I would have made it too. I counted it out.
13 damage.
13 damage on that, Nyx.
Yeah.
Okay. You cover a good chunk out of her as you bring your sword down and a huge piece of flesh falls to the ground, exposing. Sorry, this one is mostly metallic. And as you stick your sword into it, again, you can hear gears clashing and the sounds of machinery struggling against itself.
And I'll do my extra attack on her.
Sure. How many points was that first one? Sorry.
13.
13.
Damon says he should have cut the fingers. To her, though.
Should have cut the fingers.
Chaotic evil to chaotic good.
Malignant spirit
21.
resides.
21 damage?
No, for
To hit.
attack.
Oh yeah, that's it.
For 12 damage.
12 damage, okay. As, again, your sword impales this Nyx, kick her off the end of it. It doesn't seem like she's going to get up for a second, and then she very shakily climbs to her feet. One arm doesn't seem to move anymore.
I didn't even acknowledge what you did.
After Turmeric is Bryn. Whoops!
I will move here, and I
First
will
death of the-
shoot.
Party. I don't know how to
Team killer.
feel
Yeah,
about
through
this.
no lack of
Yeah.
trying.
It's a team
Yeah,
kill,
shoot.
too.
Magic missile,
Level 2 magic missile?
level 3.
Which one? Or one. So you can split the targets also if you wish.
How many do I get? 5? I'll go 2, 2, and 1.
Sure.
What do I get? 5 of these.
Roll them based on target, right?
Yeah, because
Oh,
each one
okay.
will get different
Yeah.
damage.
Right.
So let's do the. How many was that?
So that was
Two,
2.
two, one.
So 2 on that.
Okay.
So that's what, 4, and then so 6 points for that one,
Okay.
and then
Drives it down to
6 points for, or 7 points for that one,
1. Okay.
and then just 1 on this guy, and then 3 points for that one.
Okay. The second one you hit falls over backwards into the pool. Yes, as it burns up below. After Bryn's loop.
And all of the little Modrons are still running in and about.
Yep,
the
scurrying
area.
around you. You watch as several of them are climbing up the sides of the stairs where they have to, swinging like arm over arm, almost like they're
wow.
doing monkey bars. They seem to be moving with a purpose that after the mysterious mage spoke, they seem to have picked up their speed a little bit.
Building Nixes.
Her father was a welder.
Father was a welder.
This is Amber's character from the last campaign that we never got to wrap the story up for, so here we are now, wrapping it up in this campaign.
It's the only part of my
The
backstory.
only backstory is that her father was a welder.
My father was a welder.
Okay.
I don't know what to do. Oh, this is gonna go so poorly. I turn and attack the one Modron that added the core.
The
big guy?
stack, the
Yeah.
multiple arm thing. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Natural 1, which I will halfling luck. That is
You get
not
bonus
cocked.
'cause they're
9.
5 away. From
9 to hit.
I get what?
Advantage.
I get advantage?
Oh yeah, cause
Because I'm raging.
Pack tactics. Yeah. Turmeric pack tactics.
Okay, so that would have been 1 and 4. Do I still get to reroll my 1 with halfling luck?
Just roll it again.
Because
I have
it's
no idea.
advantage?
Just redo the whole roll. It's fine.
19 to hit.
19 is a hit.
And then with the claws,
Xerxes from 300. I am a benevolent god.
that is 9 to hit.
9 is a miss.
Okay. So maximum 12 piercing damage
12 piercing
as
damage.
I bite into this metal creature.
And as you do, you can feel the body of it crumple and fold as it's destroyed.
Wow.
There they are. They're not very tough, it seems.
Powerful.
yeah, but there might be more of them.
Yeah,
everybody-
and now they all might be
And
angry.
as that thought goes through your head, you can hear Nyx on the top side goes, there's more of those things up here.
And then I will use the remaining 40 feet of my movement to go as far as I can across the bridge.
Sure. Yeah, you can. You'll just make landfall at the top of the stairs. Which
On the dice.
get on camera here.
Oh, it's too heavy.
Do.
I am large.
Yeah, from halfling to large bear.
Okay.
It's not overwhelming at all.
Anything else? Sorry, as you get to the top of the stairs, pass me or we can put that up there. Luke, you see 2 more of these stacks of Modrons that appear to be rapidly,
Where do you want them?
kind of evenly spaced. Yeah, right there is fine. If, whatever counterbalances Loop.
I got like, ooh, Loop's taking.
And they look to be at least part of the way through assembling new Nyxes.
Oh, good
Okay.
lord.
It is now the Nyx's turns. Mage Nyx will turn and how far away is she?
Which one?
She will burning hands, but shoot the cone so that it misses her allied Nyx and singe the front of the bear. There's a dex save.
Halfling luck.
Halfling look.
Dex save is 9.
9 is a fail as you take the full 7 points of fire damage. The sheet of flame singes you. The Nyx beside you will drop her crossbow, which burns in the flame below, and her 2 knives spin into her hands. She attacks for 15 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And 10 to hit.
10 is a miss.
15, you take 5 points of piercing damage as the one dagger sinks into your hide. It is now Real Nix's turn, who will run where she is behind you. You can feel a tiny hand on your flank, Loop. She goes, where do you want me? And you can respond. You can
I
point with your bear at it if you
telepathically
want.
respond. Just kill them all.
Just kill them all? She gives you kind of as she runs past, you can hear she gives you kind of a side eye and like gives you kind of a nod as she goes up and tries to sink her daggers into the assembly, the red one. That is a miss, Nix, and that is a hit. As one dagger sinks in, and you watch her, she gives it a twist before she pulls it back out. And it is Holden's turn.
Okay, I didn't acknowledge it back there, but because I got real nice. What did I see in the turmeric? What do I see in turmeric?
Yeah,
Because
He just looks like turmeric.
like there's no sort of like look to his eyes. Because I witnessed.
And he's clearly in his rage like he usually is when he fights. But I mean, if you want to spend your action closely examining him, you might be able to know something. But the time you have just glancing over, he's fighting this Modron.
What the fuck did you do, turmeric? I will strike at this one. No, I don't know what to do.
One is sparking. Seems to be barely holding together.
I'll assume that he has that under control, and I will move my 30 to there. That'll get me up to the top.
Sure, it's going to take an attack of opportunity as you leave.
Sure. Sure.
I will attack it back.
11 to hit.
No.
Okay. As with the one arm dead, it very slowly got.
21.
21's a hit.
I need to do
Ooh, that's small. 4. 9.
9
Nope,
is enough. Oh,
8.
still enough to dispatch that next. As the sword comes down, it cuts a huge piece off. And you can hear the gloves, whatever that voice is, to Turmeric again, as they seem to pull your gaze towards Holden. He'll do. After Turmeric is Bryn.
I will move to the top of the stairs.
Fingers have spoken.
Okay.
And then I will. Is that too close? Is that closer? I don't know. I'll move to the top of the stairs, and then I will cast.
Bunch of metagamers.
Yeah,
My-
I don't
my
I'm trying not
That's
to,
why
but I'm
not.
fucking.
My
I'm not
word.
metagaming. I'm just. And I will cast. Oh, it's 60. That's not far enough. I will just shoot another magic missile because that's all I can reach at
it's to me.
these two.
Sure.
At
up to
level.
I don't know.
I won't
It's
reach
Up
you.
to me.
Stairs
This week's
end up.
right here.
I'll do it at level 3 again, I guess.
Okay.
So I'll do
Don't worry, Turmeric. If ever in
3
doubt, I'll
and
tell
2.
you. 3. Sorry, point it again.
3 and
Okay.
2.
Sure.
Nine points on that guy.
Yeah, that one. As the missile said, it breaks apart.
And 8 points for that one.
That one also does. As these 4 orbs of force go
Leader.
up and they just detonate on these 2 Nixes, which explode. After Bryn's loop.
I will move towards the far assembling Modron
Sure.
and attack it.
Sure.
That is a 14
14 is enough, yeah.
for 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then follow up with my claws. Is a 8.
8 is not enough. The claws do break off quite a few arms. As you're attacking, you can see the Nyx it is working on appears to be complete.
And then I will bonus action to eat up a level 2 spell slot to get some HP.
Sure.
And that'll be it.
Okay. 2 more Nyxes get kicked out of these assemblers. There's one there. Pop me another one.
There's lots at the bottom here.
Yeah, grab one of the burn Nyxes.
One out of each?
Yep. Yes, as these arms are attached to one of these spherical objects from behind, that quick of sparks as they're welded together. And one will attack Nyx with 2 daggers. That's a natural 20. And a miss. Ooh. Yes, both of these daggers sink into Nyx's chest deep. And you can hear her cry out. And the second one will attack the bear rips at it with 2 dagger attacks. 21 to hit. And 21 to hit.
Fire. It's really trying to kill us.
12 points of piercing damage as the 2 daggers.
Onto
sink
me?
into you. Yep.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Nyx. Yeah, 12.
Yeah. Nyx got crit. And then the other Modron the other Nyx that is very confusing. That popped out of this one and attacked you. And these things start grabbing pieces again as they
Nyx Prime.
start fusing more together. Now it is current Nyx's turn, who will again. I shall attack the Nyx who just stabbed her.
Nyx Prime.
Nyx Prime, yeah, who kind of with a little bit of a grin on her face, coughs up a little bit of blood, and is like, pretty good. Stabs her back. Fucking misses the first. It does hit the second. As her dagger sinks in for a bit of damage. She has that signature twist before she pulls it out. Oops, that's not there. Yes. And next is Holden.
Can I communicate with Nyx on her turn?
Sure, yeah, if you want.
Stand back. Shit's about to get real.
She looks at you and is like, okay. And that's it.
Okay.
I don't even know what you mean. Nyx has no idea. Holden, it's your
She
turn.
didn't stand back.
Yeah,
She didn't.
So when you say it, are you like gesturing away from you or from the Modron or like what
From
is
the
it?
Modrons.
She doesn't want to take an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah. She'll 5 foot. Can she 5 foot step even? She can't even 5 foot step without taking an attack. The assemblers won't attack, but the Nyx will.
Oh, yeah. No, nope.
Yeah, as she's engaged in combat and you watch as the dagger sink to her and she pulls them out and is blocking another dagger with her spare one. She's like, I'm a little busy! And is stabbing the other Nyx that she's fighting. But if
Okay.
you really need me to, you should tell me and I
It's okay.
can.
It's okay.
Okay.
Everything is gonna work out.
Holden, it's your turn.
I think
as I reach the top of the steps, I see
as much as it can work out.
Bryn reach the top of the steps, and I look back, and I put stuff together. I'm like, fucking Bryn, stay down there. Get away.
As Bryn crests the top of the stairs, you can see Turmeric turn to look at her with a hungry look in his eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Move that down. And
Bigger Nyx. It's like bigger Luke.
This dungeon is no place for an orc.
What'll it be, Holden?
I'll just use my movement there, ready in action.
Sure, what are you ready?
Just an attack action.
Okay. In the event Turmeric gets in melee range.
What does defend do? Defend is disadvantage?
Dodge
yeah.
is disadvantage on all attacks against you.
If I ready an attack, I have my extra attacks with that, right?
No.
Just
yes,
the
yes.
single one?
Not on attacks of opportunity, but on ready attacks, yes.
Okay. But I don't have my bonus action on that. Like, my bonus action would be on a turn.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Fuck it.
You can do just that much damage.
Yeah, I will ready an attack
Sure.
if he approaches when he reaches attacking distance on me.
Okay. Next is Turmeric, who, as Holden comes down the stairs, and you make your way over to him, Turmeric. Again, you can hear this voice. It's the strong silent type. I like that. Go ahead and attack.
Yes. 19.
19's a hit.
Yep.
Go ahead, roll some damage.
Knock me out.
With fucking hatred in my eyes, I will.
As Turmeric yells, knock me out. Turmeric, you realize you can speak. It doesn't. It's not mind control.
Oh.
I will double-handed. Boom for fucking 16. 19.
To hit?
Yeah.
That's a hit against Turmeric. Doesn't have a shield.
Do I choose? To
No,
use
it's a. Yeah, it's a 19 to hit with 19 damage.
Oh fuck.
Do I choose my?
Wait, what? 19 to hit and 19 damage?
Yeah.
Just coincidentally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I choose?
You can use whatever you want. If
If I don't want to use it,
yeah, you
like
know.
my down to 1.
Oh, the orc
HP,
thing.
orc thing. Or do I have to use
I will
I think you
check
have
that.
to.
That might say
That's,
May.
that's a race thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but like
just be
Hellish
like,
Rebuke is
okay,
a
I'm
race
done.
thing, and it says May. What is that even called? I'll search orc passive.
Next page.
Orc.
Next page.
Half orc.
Relentless endurance.
Relentless endurance.
Fucker.
My goodness.
Yeah.
When you're
own
reduced
party
to
is
0
killed by our
hit
own
points,
party.
but not killed, you can
much
drop to 1
drama.
hit point instead. You can. You don't have to. You can.
I will not.
That's enough to knock you out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So you got hit by all that thunder.
Yeah, that
earlier.
Oh,
lightning.
right. Yeah, as you approach, and Holden just brings the shield up on your glass jaw as you fall to the ground. And Holden, even though he's unconscious, you can see his eyes roll back. His hands are still twitching a little bit, almost under their own volition. That was Turmeric's turn, hey? Bryn, is now your turn.
Do I have to roll?
Yeah.
Or
No, next turn. Next turn you'd have to. Yeah, not this turn.
Oh, yeah, now you're fucking. Oh, man!
Okay, so this is a great spot for this rule to come into play. The last time, when you take the last one, the reason I ask how do you want to do this is because you can choose to non-lethally knock out a creature. You just must specify that you are non-lethally. You are knocking it out. So if you want to, you can knock Turmeric out. He doesn't have to make death saves.
Oh, yeah.
You're not. It's not the intent to kill unless you want to kill him.
Well,
It's up to you. But that is actually the point of the how do you want to do this question for
you
killing
should
monsters.
feel like you have to kill me.
I want to, but I'll subdue you, yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, like the blunt side of my fucking shield. Not the lethal side.
Not point like under the
I guess
chin.
it's like flat paddle. Like,
That's completely different from the other times you flat paddle people
Yeah,
with your
yeah,
shield.
yeah.
It's a ringing gong. Bryn, it is your turn. As you watch Holden knock
And
Turmeric out.
because I've also just seen Turmeric kill Lily, so I'm kind of confused because I'm seeing my party members attack each other. I'm like, what is going on? And I'm gonna run at my 30, so you can move me up there.
see, it's non-lethal. Which way, to her?
Well, no, I'll just move past Lily. I assume she's dead after all the time. What has it been, like 30 seconds? But
Like 18, if that. Less time than your turn took in real life.
Yeah,
This turn, like, it hasn't been long. Hasn't been long.
I guess I'll just cast more magic missile from here, I guess.
Sure.
I assume I can reach from there. So it's like one.
It's
It's
definitely
120 feet.
It's definitely in distance. I'll say you can see him across the room. You can see where straight up is a
There?
much sharper angle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will cast it at level 2 because I don't have any more level 3 spells. Can I hit these guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're just targets.
I'm gonna hit this target.
Sure.
Level 2 gets me 4. 3. For 15 points of damage.
Sure, yeah, that one. As the missiles all hit the center of it, it implodes it as it crumples into itself. Anything else, Brent?
And then I'll yell, I had a plan!
Loop, it is your turn.
I'm going to step towards you, Matt. I don't
Okay.
remember if I take an attack of opportunity or anything.
Yeah.
Like over
Is
this
there a
way?
Nyx
Yeah.
there? There is a Nyx there.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
You will
side.
take one from Nyx.
Okay. Sign me up.
12 to hit.
That is a hit.
12 is a hit?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
AC 11. I'm big.
I rolled max damage.
Easy to hit.
9 points of damage
Easy to hit.
as the
So-
dagger sinks into
Okay.
you.
17 minus 9 is 8. I will then drop my bear form,
Okay.
turn back into myself, and then
Which
I
one
want
you
to jam myself right into that corner,
Okay.
and then I'm going to cast a 5-foot wide, 10-foot tall, 30-foot long tidal wave at these 3 guys who are all lined up.
Okay. Just into the wall, not hitting Nyx.
Just like into the wall, kind of just this massive torrent of water just kind of swoops along the entire wall
Nice.
Sure.
and sweeps them all. So they need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, the assembler fails. It can't move. And Nyx rolls 15.
15 is good. It is a 13 DC.
As Nyx Prime throws herself back, like, what the fuck? Hits the ground, narrowly avoiding this 30-foot tall wall of water that appeared.
So anything that doesn't make the save is knocked prone, but they're probably immune to prone.
They are.
And 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Half as much
Nice.
on a save.
Okay.
You're so cool, Luke.
You imagine what we would have said were she still with us.
As the water just kind of fills that area and loops around the corner of the walls.
Sure.
And then just all eventually settles and drains into the lava and just massive amounts of water just pouring over the sides.
Sure, as this big wall of steam almost is enough to obscure vision as it rises. Yeah, that assembler's pretty fucked up. It has a couple arms left and is still jerkily trying to assemble things. Evil Nyx
But
picks herself up.
That is it for me.
Evil Nyx picks herself up, using half her movement speed. Oh no, she was not knocked prone because she made the save. But she will walk over. And yep, attack loop with 2 daggers. 7 to hit.
7 no good.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 very good.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, it's only 1. It's only 15 points of damage for a crit.
Sorry.
As this dagger sinks
a little.
Game point.
Just nothing.
kidney area as it sinks in, and you can feel the trademark twist as she.
Oh no.
And that is Real Nyx's turn, who will. That assembler's dead.
This guy's
Yeah,
gone.
that assembler poofed when Bryn missiled it. She will run over and she'll attack the Nyx that is attacking Holden. Pardon me, Loop. And she misses once and hits the second. Okay. As she drives a knife into the back of that Nyx, driving her down on one knee. As she pulls the knife out, that Nyx very shakily again makes her way back to her feet.
Ruthless.
It is now Holden's turn as this assembler, you would guess, will spit a Nyx out next turn as it seems to be reaching back, searching with its one arm for a core.
Knocking him out. He doesn't have to make death saves.
Nope.
I'm gonna put him in the recovery position.
Okay. kick him over on his side.
Yeah, make sure he doesn't swallow his tongue. And then 30 feet up.
Okay.
There. I see what's going on here. And I will magic missile.
Sure.
How are they all looking?
banged up. They both... One has one arm and sparks are flying out. The Nyx is shakily driving herself back to her feet with other Nyx's dagger embedded in her back.
Okay, the assembler.
Okay.
All three.
All of them the assembler?
Yeah.
Okay.
4, 8, 9, 10, 11.
As the first missile hits, it destroys it, and the other two hit the wall behind. After Holden is Bryn.
I guess I will just move up as far as I can.
How much movement?
30.
30. And on the way, I'm gonna, like, kick Turmeric in the butt.
Give him a good sock.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then start moving up.
Sure.
Actually, I'll double move so that I can get across. Sure, yeah.
After Bryn's loop.
I...
Oh, fuck, I forgot. Damn it.
Forgot.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
At level 3.
Sure.
Yeah. For 23 points of healing.
Damn.
That's a lot.
And I'm not at full. And then that's it.
Okay. Fig Nyx will continue to attack Loop. 17 to hit.
17's good.
And 18 to hit.
18's good.
4. 9 points of piercing damage. Dagger sink in. Real Nyx will go.
For both of them, 9 points total.
9 points total, yes. 5 and then 4
Rolling like a chump.
if it matters. Oh, it's only a d6. I totally fucked up Nyx's attack. We'll reroll. And she misses with her second attack. She also misses. She seems pretty beat up. She's bleeding from quite a few wounds. And as she pulls her knives back, is a little woozy. She tries to take her strikes and comes up wide. And it is Holden's turn. Oh.
No, I
Nyx
just went.
went. Holden,
Bryn.
Bryn, Loop, Fake Nyx, Real Nyx, Holden. Yeah, it's your turn. But a new Nyx does get spat up. I forgot the new Nyx.
It's dead.
Wait,
It's dead. You're right. It is your turn then. We're not missing anything.
I'm gonna run up right behind it and fucking hit it
Okay.
with a 18.
How would you like to do this?
Just fucking with the
Says
edge.
1
The
HP.
fatal.
Okay.
The fatal part.
Slice it.
Sure.
The edge.
This point gets driven into her. And that last Nyx falls to the ground.
I'm not
As soon as I dispatch that one, I'm like, you guys, fucking man down. And I run over here.
Sure. Lily.
And I'll be like, not that guy. Lily.
We actually have 2 men down.
I'm gonna run up and try to cast Cure Wounds on Lily.
Sure. Before you even get hands on her, she's very obviously dead.
I try anyway.
Sure.
For 5 points of healing.
Okay. Lily.
Get up! Get up!
You wake up. As you sit up out of cold water rushing past you, you look around, seemingly in this river that goes horizon to horizon. This gray fog stretching in front of you. And as you sit up, it's very cold. The current seems very strong as it's pulling you backwards. You can hear the roar of some great waterfall, perhaps behind you. And you see somebody walking towards you. They appear to be, you're not sure. You can make out, you've seen similar clothing in Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate. You can make out a top hat. You can make out a very nice tailored suit, whites and blacks overlaying each other. And they're walking towards you. What would you like to do?
I'd like to sit up, if I can.
Yeah, the current is strong. You have to fight it as you struggle against it. And as this figure approaches, he takes the top hat off, revealing 2 long curling horns, much like your own. This person is apparently a tiefling. He looks down at you. You can see, not malicious at all, but a smile across his face. Oh, daughter. He reaches down with a hand to help you out of the water.
Sure. I'll grab his hand.
Sure. And as he grabs your hand, the current doesn't seem quite as daunting as he pulls you to your feet. And he puts an arm around your shoulder, very comfortingly, almost as though you've known this person maybe your entire life. He says, I have so much to show you, and starts leading you off against the flow of the river into this gray fog. And that is where we'll end for today.
Oh, I legit got chills.
I got goosebumps.
I thought it got
everywhere.
cold in this room.
Oh my god.
Wow. What a session, gang.
Wake up, I'm gonna chop your hands off. Once we first thing I'm gonna do.
Man, we will pick up here. Yes. Let me do the wrap. Do you have anything to say? We can talk about this episode a little bit if we want before we peace on the stream here.
Should have let me cut the fingers off.
Just cut the fingers off.
Should have let you cut the fingers off.
We encountered our first cursed item. We've never had a cursed item before in even the last campaign.
Yeah.
You guys almost put one on last campaign, but luckily did not.
Which one was that one?
It was called the Stalwart Maw. I remember it was an armor, a red armor that you found in that bone church, which made you resistant to all types of damage.
Yeah, that's right. I think we
The one that
identified
we set
it,
fire
and
to?
that we kind of pieced together that it was cursed.
Yeah, yeah. But like always in our games, the identify will give you. It won't tell you about curses.
It won't or will?
It will not.
Oh, okay.
Certain spells will. Our identify will not. Yes, we will wrap up here. Continuing Saturday,
tough.
Not Sunday. Saturday, 5 p.m. We're on summer hours. So we're bouncing around a little bit. But no matter where you listen to the show, please consider liking, subscribing if you enjoy what you heard.
Isn't it earlier on Saturday? Because they have to be at that thing at 5.
Oh, it's
yeah.
at noon on Saturday.
noon.
Pardon me.
Daytime, yeah.
No, that's the wrong time. 1 p.m. Saturday.
Yes.
Noon 30 for us. 1 p.m. Saturday. Come and join us. Also, tune in on Wednesdays to twitch.tv/TalkMarkles podcast for the DMs Guild, where we make these streams. I went a little bit off script today. DMs Guild, you'll realize. We never talked about cursed items or anything.
It's because these guys were late.
No. You think I made the cursed item part? Oh, fuck.
You blame me.
I gotta do
You
this.
were the ones that were
I'm
late.
gonna print something off real quick.
Just a second, guys. Saturday at 1 p.m. Come and join us. No matter how you enjoy the show, whether it be the audio form on iTunes or Spotify or Google Play, wherever, or the video version over on the Rolling Reckless channel on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And if you want to toss us a few bucks, support this madness, you can do that over at patreon.com/TalkMarkles podcast. Oliver, JR, Kevin, Paula, Amber, thank you very, very much for playing. We will see you here next week. The story's not over, even though we're down one of our heroes. The world moves on. So we'll pick up Rolling Reckless. We'll see you here next week on the next episode of Rolling Reckless. Goodbye, everyone. Let's all have a quiet sit in a dark room and think about what just happened. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for probably some Red Dead RP or something. Ciao for now, gang.
Fuck, too bad the power came.